All right. Here we are then. 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hey.
XFM. I'll tell you what you should play.
No, I'll tell you what, before you say.
Yeah.
We're back then.
Yeah.
We're back in town.
Well, that was what I was going to say. You should play Boys Are Back in Town.
No, this is Boys Are Back in Town.
You should play that then.
It's just it.
Talk then. Someone should talk. It's obviously already a shambles. Can you believe that? I'm amazed that we're back on the air and it's already a shambles.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking. No one was speaking. The record was ending. No one was speaking. It was just. Well, I might shoot off. Already, I might shoot off. It's like nothing's changed.
Boys Are Back in Town on XFM 104.9. We're back then, aren't we, Carl? I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'm not coming back. I'm definitely not coming back. Oh, care that I'm not coming back.
Rick, I seem to remember the end of the last time we were on. What was that, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Carl said he's never going to do the show again. There was nothing that was going to bring him back.
Yeah.
He didn't enjoy it, wasn't going to do it.
All a ruse, right?
Really?
Yes. I've known him been coming back for about 2 months, you know, because he's got our agent now representing him.
I thought he was a fool.
I haven't really.
Why?
Well, what's he done for me?
What's he done for us?
No, I know, but I mean, he's your agent, so, and he's sort of calling Graham. And it was all a con, so Carl could get Mondays off. Poor Graham, the station's struggling enough as it is.
Yeah.
It's like running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
No one's listening. That's why I don't bother talking on a record then, because there's no loss to London.
Sure.
Right? It's pointless, this show. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it for the kudos. I don't know why we do it.
No.
Is there anything on telly at this time? I could have had to lie in.
I know.
But, it's all a ruse to get Mondays. He's got Mondays off now, because he has to do the show, 2 hours, right? And he's still getting paid. And it's all a con, because he knows that he's holding him over a barrel, and it's like, we've got to keep Carl happy. Right?
I had Mondays and Tuesdays off before Duncan got involved.
No, but you know what I mean, though? And it's like, poor Graham, who's the MD, in charge of the thing, probably pulling his hair out, worrying about the station, right? You know, it's a sinking ship. And then Karl comes along, well, I'll do it, but I want Mondays off. He's probably sitting home now. His family, he's probably ridiculed by his wife.
His kids almost certainly would have lost all respect for him. That he's been fooled by Karl Pilkington.
He calls his mates and goes, I'm busy, Graham. I don't, I just can't think. It's
embarrassing.
But do you know what I mean? And you think it's funny, and you think you've got one over him. He's going, Monday's off for 2 hours. Yeah, you do. You think, and now you're embarrassed we've said it on air. But you're only conning yourself in the long run. Because, do you know what I mean? I hate that sort of, the world owes me a living, what can I get out of the world? What are you going to give back to the world, Carl? What are you doing now then? Are you going to prepare Mondays?
What have
you prepared for this show now? You've had 3 months to prepare.
Yeah.
What have you got? What have you got for us? Okay, what's happened in the last 3 months?
What? In this place or just my life?
Well, what have you got for us? 3 months, we're cloning about, you get Mondays off, you're getting paid for it, you've got a cushy deal, you're having a laugh, you're taking the piss out of the management, right? So, what have you got for us?
Give it to us.
I've kind of, updated Rockbusters a bit.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so, and you said don't mess with it. If something's good, don't mess with it.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
It was never good.
It was never good. Of course we had to fix it.
It was fun to do. It was a laugh. I mean, I imagine it was much more fun for me than the 450 listeners. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed squeezing your head and dressing you up.
No, but that's just it. When I had a meeting with Graham, right, I said, look, I'm not being funny. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what's up with you? You sounds like you have a right good laugh. I said, yeah, but that's all good acting and stuff. I said, it's hell in there. I said,
he's talking about Vietnam.
Yeah.
I said, having my head squoze, right?
What? Squoze is still not a word. We've been away 3 months. It's still not a word.
Right. Yeah. I said, he's putting a dustbin lid on my head.
Yeah. You told this to the MD.
He's hitting me with a tray.
Yeah.
He's chucking toilet paper at me.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, but that's all over 2 years. I said, no, that was the same day. So,
okay then, what has changed in 3 months? They're listening, they've been listening for 6 minutes now. Come on, give us something.
Bit of Nickelback.
What's happened in 3 days? 3 months?
What, in my life or in here? Nothing's happened here, nothing's changed here.
Right.
But, I don't know, do you know last time we were on?
Yeah.
Right? And, I was telling you about the woman over the road, where I live.
The one that walked around naked?
There's a woman who walks about the flat naked,
This
right?
is when Carl was watching a woman naked, then she looked at saw him looking. So what he did, this is the genius he did to get out of this, he pulled his pants down so he was naked too. His girlfriend comes in and goes, Carl, what are you doing? He went, I can't tell you now, but don't look out of the window. Yeah, go on, sorry.
That woman, she's bought some blinds.
Darkness. I believe in a thing called love on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. You're Steve Merchant. Sure. That's little Karl Pilkington over there. Where is he? There he is.
There he is, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hey. Back together again.
The old gang.
Yeah, it started last week.
Yeah,
I think
triumphant return.
I think it went well last week, didn't it, Carl? Good show, wasn't it?
You loved it, didn't you, Carl?
Brilliant, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, you weren't speaking to Suzanne last week at this time because you said she had a haircut, probably quite an expensive haircut. She's a lady in media. She's got to look good. She probably doesn't go to the barber like you or just shave it at home. She probably spent quite a little bit of money on it. She came home. She thought, well, my sweetheart, my lover, my sweetheart, you know what I mean? The man in my life is gonna love this.
Well, he adores everything about me. He's gonna love my hair.
She walked in. Hello, Carl. All right. You look like Dave Hill from Slade. Is what Hugh said to the poor woman. And then talked about it on air. She was furious about that. So what did you do?
Carl?
She did listen, yeah. She wasn't happy.
And she heard you slagging her hair off?
Yeah. Well, what
so this is probably annoying her now.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. We can do a lot today because she's at work. So,
and of course, no one's going to tell her.
Let's have a chat about a fat arse, shall we? Hold on.
Oh dear.
You are in so much trouble. That's... Look, he's realised he is a little bit worried. Oh, didn't you go and buy her a coat or something?
Took her out on Sunday and treated her to a new coat and that.
Yeah.
But I offered, I said as well, I said I'd pay to have it done again.
Oh no! Carl, you have... Oh God! Oh my Christ!
So she listened to the show. What did she say? You got home, she'd heard you slagging her hair off.
Imagine that. He thinks that's a good thing. So like, we've won the pools. Brilliant. What are we doing? Well, you can have facial surgery now, love. It's sort of like, it's just, Christ. You offered to have it done again. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But I got home and she's like, being moody with me, right?
Yeah.
You thought something's wrong, so you must have listened to the show when I was slagging off her hair.
Well, his first thought was she's probably looked at herself in the mirror. She agrees with me.
Yeah, that barber's been round again.
Yeah.
And she just said, that wasn't very nice of you, was it?
Oh.
So I just said, hang on a minute. I said, that's what we do on the show. When I'm slagging off, Chinese people looking old or whatever, I said, you never interfere.
Sure.
I love the fact.
She's got to get her priorities right.
I love the fact that she's in the same queue as a billion people you've never met.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. She's in the same queue. Well, look, you didn't complain when I was slagging off.
Carl, I don't think Carl has ever admitted he might be in the wrong. Ever. Certainly not to you or I. So did you admit...
That is so true.
Isn't it?
That is so true.
He's never admitted that he might be in the wrong. So did you, in this instance, agree that maybe you'd overstepped the mark?
No, I just said she took it badly. Do you know what I mean? It's only a haircut.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Steve, you haven't seen it, so you can't start interfering on this one.
No, okay.
No, I haven't seen it, but I very much doubt she looks like Dave Hill from Slade, who, if I'm, unless I'm mistaken, used to cut his hair with garden shears blindfolded.
Well.
So, you know what I mean? And did her teeth stick out when she started speaking with a Brummie accent as well?
I've got used to it now anyway. So.
And so did you bought? So at some point you came crawling back and you said, "Do you want me to buy you a coat?"
I just said, "Let's leave that. Let's go out and have a good weekend."
Sure.
But get your hat before we go. And treated her to a new coat and that. It's a nice coat, so people will look at that rather than looking at the head.
So what does it do? Flash? It's got obscenities across the back.
If anyone who knows Carl's girlfriend is listening,
tell her.
And maybe you're a work colleague and you're listening to the show.
Because I think this is terrible.
Get her to phone him now.
Get her to phone him now. I mean, forget
the phone on the XFM number.
What's the fat ass complaint line? Because you are in deep shite. That's Michael Stipe and his boys from Rapid Eye Movement. Bad day. I hope you're not having a bad day. It's Saturday. It's 1:05. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington on XFM 104.9. big up and a big thank you to Alex Zane for the last 3 hours. I could do it.
How long could you keep going with
That's
that?
it.
That's it?
That is it.
Because you see, Alex Zane, we came in while he was doing his last link, and he's an absolute pro. He really is. I was watching him, and he was, at home, you probably think that he's giving you his full attention. He's not. He was looking through a listings magazine, probably figuring out what movie or theatre piece he's going to check out, with a lady later.
Yeah.
Probably going to cruise down there with a couple of, chicks. And he really is an absolute pro.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Ricky, and it's like you can sustain it for a while.
Yeah.
You're a talented performer, but it's sort of, I don't know what it is. Is it concentration with you? It just ebbs away almost instantly. And you try and do 2 things, 3 things at once, but normally on air, that's you eating, taking fluff out of your belly button.
I never once, when we were on the set, we were filming The Office, and I'm trying to put off actors, just coming up ways, instead of remember lines, coming up ways to sort of ruin the shot or make them laugh. And you came out and went, Rick, it's like having your own TV show isn't interesting enough for you. Just concentrate, it's lunch in an hour. I went, all right.
Well, the radio show even less so. I mean, you really can't be bored. How long do you think your interest you sustain your interest?
I came in too early because I got bored just before we came on air.
Sure, okay.
I came in too early. I got to stop getting the cab so early.
Yeah, so you're bored now.
I think I've got to get about 5 to 1, and then I think that'll last me till about 1:30.
Again, as he was saying that, he's not giving you his attention. He was kind of leaning back. He's put his feet up now on the desk. I've got to be comfortable, haven't I? And this CD rack's in the way. Sure. Well, you get yourself comfortable now. Get yourself settled.
And then sort of...
Because a lot of people will move the... There's the microphone moving now. That's the squeaking going on. You've broken the CD rack. You could actually, of course, you could move the CD rack by getting up and moving it. No, that's too much effort. You've got to try and do that whilst angled on the seat.
I'm nearly laying down.
It's almost horizontal. It's the most you can get.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know what those listeners are thinking of what Steve Merchant say, but don't believe a word. All right?
Oh, nice. Classy. Yeah. 5 minutes past 1 o'clock on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
A retro cut there, Thin Lizzy. Don't believe a word on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Bubba-doo-boo. Who's that over there? It's Carly Pilk Boys. You all right, Carl?
Oh, that's clever.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right,
Yeah. Wallace Chambers, Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. And England are world champions again then, so...
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was amazing, wasn't it? See, I'm not a rugby man at all. I never watched rugby. I think the last time, was when we won about 12 years ago, whenever it was. And I got into it last week because I realised... we were doing so well. I watch England win anything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what... In fact, I wasn't into war when I was little until I realised we were so bloody good at it.
We are really good at it.
It's brilliant. But, fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Right, that's the rugby thing over. What next? That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I had today.
It does steam me... Sometimes I watch it and it does remind me of when I play rugby, because one of them will boot it down the field, and then someone will catch it and boot it straight back again. Yeah. Which is essentially how we play rugby. I was made to play rugby. We had to play rugby. And I don't think I'd get rid of the ball so quickly. Yeah. I don't think I ever got tackled or fell over. Yeah. I think I touched the ball about 20 times in the 2 years it was compulsory. Yeah. I was terrified. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the same as cricket. I can't... I'm a terrible batsman. I'm all right at bowling, but it seemed like the pastime for people I went to school was to injure you. Yes. It was funny to see someone poleaxe. It was funny to see someone get a cricket ball in the head. Absolutely, yeah. You know... I never relaxed into rugby because the first day I was going to play it, my mum, I swear to God, my mother said, you're playing rugby today, you got the kit and everything. Enjoy it, be careful. There was a kid at my school who broke his neck. And thanks very much for that. See you later. So we just went to school absolutely petrified. One thing, broken neck, is that or did you get better in a couple of days? Oh, no, you can find your wheelchair. No. Enjoy the game, though. Yeah, no, it was absolutely petrified. I was just petrified from that day. See, at least American football, got helmets. The helmets. Yeah, but anyway, no injuries, thank God. Thank goodness. Well, I tried to play rugby, but it's awkward when you've got glasses. I don't know, there's something about you didn't really play with glasses on? Yeah, I couldn't see anything, could I? I couldn't see anything. How else was I going to play? Oh my God! And so you're bound to be cautious, because inevitably you're a bit more cautious when you've got glass next to your face. You were the tallest person on the pitch as well. Yeah. I mean, you were when you were about 14, you were probably 6 foot already, weren't you? Yeah. And everyone else was what, 5'2"? Yeah. So you were... towering above them. And with glasses on. Just with the glasses on. And you've got pretty cool glasses now. You've had a bit of a makeover. It's like Trinity and Suzanne said, first thing to go, the glasses. Sure, sort them out, yeah. Yeah. And presumably you used to have those National Health sort of bottle. Pretty much. Yeah.
Is it true you've never been able to mosh?
I tried to mosh. Because I've always watched people stage diving, moshing at concerts. I've always thought that looks like brilliant. You know, when they ride above
like
everyone's
wave,
heads,
like they're surfing across
someone's heads. And everyone's like, yeah. And I always wanted to do that because I'm a big rock music fan. And the only time I did mosh was at Rage Against the Machine. I tried to mosh at Rage Against the Machine.
I love the idea of a band called Rage Against the Machine. Aimed at a man with glasses who won't mosh.
Well, he was at the Reading Festival, and I think the lead singer, I forget his name, he went, can I just remind everyone that racism and fascism are on the rise in Europe again. Let's not let it happen.
What did you do?
And we all cheered, obviously. I mean, if there's one thing that guarantees a cheer at Reading Festival, it's down with fascism.
And what did they do about it after the concert?
Went back and...
went home and had a cup of tea?
Probably, I don't know what they got.
Sure. They didn't go to Europe then and try and start...
I don't think they got involved politically in Europe. I think they just continued to rage.
Against the machine?
Yeah, but largely in America, I think.
Sure.
I tried to mosh, and I got moshing, and glasses flew off. And I remember, because we were playing away, you know, you do what you tell me. And I was just going, careful! I've dropped my glasses. Can we be careful?
Loads of kids in hooded tops.
Yeah, exactly.
Just going mental.
Yeah, and they're all jumping up. So I was can we just calm down for a second?
Let's not be silly.
Yeah. It was absurd. And I had to kind of, you know, scrabble around on the floor, and thankfully they were okay and they didn't get broken.
So what couldn't you do then?
What do you mean, what couldn't I do?
What, at school? Can you not see without glasses?
No.
I mean, it's like that you couldn't do anything.
It's a blur.
Really?
It's a blur, definitely.
God.
Yeah, it's like being kind of punch drunk or whatever. So yeah, you can't play sports when when you've got glasses.
But why not contact lenses? Because they're not strong enough.
No, they seemed a bit fiddly.
Oh, brilliant. Bit of Lou Reed.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, Satellite of Love. Classic. A retro cut. Don't steal our son. Please, lads. Thrills. On XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Little Carly Pilkington. Little baldy mank whinging little twat. How are you?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you doing? Happy? Feeling a bit happier today? You look as full of spunk, as they say in America.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just a bit of a miserable day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit miserable.
Yeah.
Walking in today, right? Do you know I walked through like the sort of the gay district of London and that?
Right.
You don't walk, you mince, don't you?
Well, just walking through on the way to work, and I'm always interested in their little shops and stuff that they have, right? Loads of
their little shops.
That's don't be ashamed of. If you want to go in and buy something, go in and buy something.
I'm just having a look at, looking in the windows and stuff. Little postcard just near the entrance.
Yeah.
That's meant to tease people in, to make people go, that sounds good, I'll nip in. Right? Little postcard. Free butt plugs with every sale.
That's great. How did we get from 5p off milk to free butt plugs with every sale? Wow. What's society come to?
Well, it's because we're liberated, Rick.
Yeah.
It's an open society.
What did you buy to get them? You didn't buy...
I didn't but what's the purpose?
What, of the poster or of butt plugs?
Butt plugs, because I really honestly
you
don't...
shove them up your arse, don't you?
Whoa, slow down, bum. Shove them up your bum.
Yeah.
But when? Is that just like when you're doing whatever, doing stuff around the house? Or?
I think it's not to keep things out. Is it like you would use a plug in the sink to keep, the water in the sink?
Oh, if you're not gay. Get that? Oh, yeah, no, I know what you mean, yeah.
I don't know.
No entry.
What is it? I mean, I don't understand what that's
I don't know. I assume it either feels good or are they... well, I've got to be careful here. Or are they sort of like breaking it in?
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a shoehorn.
Sure.
or
It's like when you stick paper in your shoes if they're a bit tight.
Or those people who sort of like put little bits of wood in their lips, and then as soon they've got big plates in their lips.
Yeah.
Same with the butt plug. It means you can, you're ready for anything. I don't know, do I? And look at Carl's face.
Well, if you know what butt plugs are used for, then I'll get in touch. Ricky.Gervais at XFM.co.uk.
What do you think? If there's any...
I can't believe we're already on this subject.
I know.
It's 1:05 and we're
I was going to say then, if there's any people who use butt plugs, and I was thinking that Karl would have said, well, they're not up yet.
Yeah.
Because they go out late.
No, but
what is it? We're award-winning people. We've written a TV
not on
show.
radio though. Not on radio. We're rubbish on radio.
I know,
We've got nothing to lose.
But I always say to you, Steve, that I like educating people and that. Now, the way I see it is I didn't know what they were.
Let's phone to go in. Someone might know about butt plugs.
All right, we'll get.
No, get them on. Get them on. Ask them.
No, because they might say something dodgy.
Oh.
Yeah, whereas, what have we just been doing?
Just take a chance. Take a chance and tell them not to swear.
Well, you tell them.
Okay.
Right, Steve,
I haven't got my headphones on.
Hello, who's that?
Hold on.
Who, sorry?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, hello, mate. You're not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm not going to swear.
Keep it clean. Keep them keen. What were you calling about?
I'm phoning about your plugs.
About, well, not my plugs, but sure, plugs in general. What, do you know much about them?
No,
are you a plug user yourself?
No, I'm just thinking if maybe you've got some gay friends and you're spending the night at their place, you might want to use one.
Right. What, you mean experiment with them, or...?
No, so you can make sure they're not going to do anything while you're asleep.
Could I suggest, just lock the door? I mean, that is easier to me.
Can I make a bigger suggestion? That's probably the most homophobic thing we've had said on the show today. Thanks very much for your call. Right, okay, good. Well, that's why we shouldn't put people on the line. Just, without checking first. I think Carl's made a good point. That's the calibre of listener we've got.
Jet, are you going to be my girl on XFM 104.9? I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Over there, little roundy bald head of Karl Pilkington. Good news and bad news. Good news is, boys are back in town, we're here for 2 hours.
Hello.
Bad news is, we have no monkey news, gay fella news, or little Chinese fella news.
Really?
We're going to try and, leave that for a week, and then maybe come back to it.
Yeah. Why do I get the feeling that within 20 minutes we'll be talking about little gay Chinese monkeys?
Carl, think of that.
We have got monkey news.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
So we've already broken that promise.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to try and sort of talk about something else. I've just done Jonathan Ross show, and they don't talk about the same things every week. It's weird. It is weird. But, or as Carl says, weird innit?
Yeah.
So, gave this show about 5 plugs.
Nice one.
Yeah. So, I think we'll get upward of 800 people listening.
Oh, double.
For the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then turning back.
They're already switching over.
I'd have thought so, yeah.
I spoke to my friend yesterday. He's a little bit of an odd fella, and he said that for his own amusement, he had an iPod in his car, and he bought a little sort of transmitter, and he could transmit the music from his iPod to sort of just beam it, kind of as he was driving along, to sort of passing cars.
What do you mean? Make
weird.
their radio play it?
Well, but if they had it in the right frequency, yeah. I mean, pointless, completely pointless, but not dissimilar to this show, I imagine, in terms of the number of listeners.
Yeah, but I was going to say, what's the chances of people having this frequency
Absolutely
on?
Pointless.
So it's probably about the same, yeah.
Do you know what it reminds me of? When I was young, I wanted to get into radio. I was excited in radio. When I was sort of in my, I don't know, I was 11 or 12, my friend and I, we got a little mixing deck, and we used to host our own radio show.
Brilliant.
From his bedroom. We didn't have a transmitter, so we'd put some speakers in his front garden, in some bushes, and sort of broadcast it to people who were walking
Again,
by.
probably over the week more listeners than this show.
Almost certainly. I love the idea. It never happened, but I always was hoping that maybe some girls would just come by and just like sit and listen. These guys are great. I don't know where these sounds are coming from. It seems to be that bush, but...
Or Noel Edmonds coming along going, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Can you get on my radio show?
Can they stand in for me when I go on holiday?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did sort of pirate radio.
No, go on.
Got into hospital.
Yeah, the normal radio, but you had an eye patch on. Go on.
Dad was in hospital, right? And he was having some operation done, right? And went to see him and didn't have that much to say to him, right? So I was sat there. Well, it's awkward though, isn't it, when someone's ill?
Yeah. Sure.
And you don't know.
Boring, isn't it? Boring.
So I was flicking around on that little radio thing they have.
Yeah.
And I heard they had a radio station in the hospital, so I said, I'm gonna go and join this. So I wandered off to go and find it.
Yeah.
Sort of joined that. Did a little show on there. Thought I can sort of get out to the masses here. My mate made a little transmitter. Did a little pirate radio show from the... got kicked out because they found out, and apparently I put the station at risk because all the stuff could have been taken off us.
But from Little Acorn, 16 years later, he's on a show with less listeners.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine if you've gone into hospital, you're already pretty depressed, there's the fear of these super bugs in the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some quite serious illness, you don't know if you're going to make it. His voice is what you hear to cheer you up.
All right, weird, isn't it? I saw a programme about a parasite the other night. Yeah. Apparently, they get in through your eye and eat their way up through your genitals. Anyway, here's Radiohead. Yeah, exactly. Play a record, Carl.
Stone Roses, yeah?
Oh, Fool's Gold. Classic. Stone Roses, Fool's Gold. XFM, 104.9. Brilliant.
Can't help but notice you've brought some sandwiches in, Rick. What's in there?
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion?
Yeah.
Because I've never, ever seen you make sandwiches before. I've seen you take a piece of bread out of a loaf and sort of fold it in half. Crumbs everywhere.
Well, Jane made that for me because I was in a bit of a hurry.
I didn't think for a minute that you...
Why? Because it looks neat.
Well, they're wrapped in the tin foil. A knife has been used.
As opposed to chewing round the baguette.
Exactly.
Yeah, breaking it in half.
Yeah.
Albert Steptoe.
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah.
Nice.
It's great, but the onions are strong.
Are they?
Making my eyes water.
Yeah.
If I go and breathe on you, it'll cure any sort of skin disease you might have. Skin disease. We watched that, Carl, that Carl was raving about that thing about parasites, about worms coming out your brain and that. And I watched
What is this? Is it a TV show?
Yeah, called Body Snatchers.
Right.
And it was pretty fascinating. And, amazingly shot as well. I mean, it's got to win an award for photography.
Yeah.
And there was one bit that this little girl had been bitten by a mosquito and laid her eggs, and it went to the doctor. She had a lump on her neck, like a boil. And they pulled it out, and it was like a bullet, this maggot. And they put it down, and it was wriggling in her blood, right? But the hole left was sort of aesthetically pleasing. Like that feeling you get, like, I once had an ingrown hair, and I quite liked it when I pulled it out. And it's a perfect little hole. And I thought, I wouldn't mind having those as long as they sort of like healed over.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, it's weird, isn't it?
But why would you want a hole in your body?
No, it's got pulling something out, sort of like pulling something out of your body. It's sort of
know what you're
cleansing,
talking about.
No, but it's sort of like, I don't know what
This is it, you watch one programme recommended to you by Carl, you've turned into Carl. You want a hole in your body?
No, it was like, like squeezing a really good sort of like spot. I mean, I haven't squeezed spots for ages, and I'd never had spots, but maybe that's it. I didn't have spots.
Right.
And I always thought that'd be nice, squeezing a spot.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would these things be pleasurable? Why would an ingrowing hair? That's great fun.
That was good, because I got it. It was like a little lump, and I pulled it, and then it pulled out, and it was like left a little...
I know what you mean. Because I get thick hairs and like really...
Oh, when they come out, it's like a bit of wax.
Yeah.
Like putting out a little candle. And I love that.
What?
Yeah.
Because I've got not much hair on my head,
no.
Right? It sort of grows thicker on my face.
No, not true.
Sure, but go on.
Yeah.
No, it does.
Not true, baby. Go on. No evidence for that. Just made it up.
So it grows sort of thicker on my neck and that, and now and again I'll see like something that's like a twig. Right, it's really thick.
Yeah, you feel it, and you think, oh, I'm going to have that. And then you work at it, and then when you get hold of it, it's brilliant. It's like pulling out, it's fantastic. It's waxy and build up, and it pulls it out, and it stretches your skin, and it leaves a hole.
I've just realised why we talk about Chinese people, monkeys and gays every week.
Why?
Because this is a sort of replacement. This is what we've got if we're not talking about them.
But it was great as well. And there's this parasite, right, that lives in a fish, right? And what it does... it changes the fish's behaviour. Because to breed, it has to get its body temperature up, so it has to get into a bird. Right?
What needs to get into the bird?
The fish? Parasite. The
parasite needs to get into a bird,
yeah.
Right.
So it changes the behaviour of the stickleback, and it makes the stickleback sort of suicidal. So the stickleback doesn't flee when it sees a heron, it gets caught.
Right.
Because this stickleback has changed its behaviour. Carl didn't quite understand this,
I still don't really get it. I watched it, and you see like the fat fish and that, and you go, oh, it's not well. But I don't understand. Well,
all it does is, it has to get into a bird because it has to breed, to lay its eggs, it has to have a raise of body temperature. So the fish is cold-blooded, so it has to get into a bird which is warm-blooded. There's lots of things, there's certain things at that level.
Why is it doing that?
Because it needs the temperature. It needs the heat energy for its reaction. Just like, for example, that's why your balls are on the outside. Because the cells have to be a certain temperature to survive. I don't know if it's the sperm or Sertoli cells, but they have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature. Otherwise, they'd be in a nice cage and we wouldn't get kicked in the nads.
What do you mean?
That's why your testicles are on the outside of your body. They have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature.
Yeah, but that isn't why they're there. You see, this is like the chat we had last week about the giraffe having a long neck.
What do you mean?
They're there because that's where they happen to be. They didn't go, right.
Well, that's what evolution is. It's a selection process. It's not a will. The balls didn't say, look, I'm too hot, let's get us outside. Let's get outside of here.
All right, hang on a minute then.
What?
So a little man monkey, right? Theirs are in the same place as ours.
Yeah.
But they're walking around naked, so it could be anywhere. They could be, like, on the back. It doesn't matter where they are.
They call it... Well, they could be on the back, yeah.
So why aren't they?
This is a completely different... Steve!
You started it! I wash my hands of the whole affair.
And we're not only back to balls, but we're back to monkey balls.
Yes.
In one thing from about Parasites, we're back to monkey ball news.
Yeah.
How do we get back to chimp testicle news?
All right then, so this worm's in a fish.
Yeah. It's like a little platyhelminth. I think it's some sort of...
But what I mean is, why are they about?
What do you mean? They
Why?
evolved.
But why haven't they died out?
Because they're very successful.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? What do you mean, yeah? Tell me the brain event that made you say yeah in that 1 second gap.
Because in a way I don't get it, and if I think about it too much, it hurts a bit.
They've just been around for years, Carl.
Yeah.
Like Cliff Richard or something like that. Yeah.
Roll Over DJ by Jet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. All right, Karl?
Yeah.
Bit miserable today, Karl. Let me explain why.
Go on.
Steve, and to you, the listeners. Well, we came in to a big bunch of stuff. Dropped off fights. Was it Becky from Marks and Spencer? Just like lovely stuff. Food, presents for the cat, books, just, to Ricky and Steve. Ricky and Steve who do the show, right? Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant.
GQ presenters of the year.
Creators of The Office, right?
Award winning.
Carl's looking over. I go, well, maybe, it's not for you, no. And then he told me why he's grumpy anyway.
Go on.
Do you know what XFM are giving everyone? How long have you been here?
About 6 years.
What are you getting for Christmas from XFM?
2 CDs.
Is that of your choice, or do they choose them?
There's a list of about 30.
Right.
Tell them what you chose.
30 CDs. I've gone for Kings of Leon album.
Yeah.
And the best of Bob Marley.
Haven't we, given them away in the past or something? Or you could have burnt them off, couldn't you? You could have done copies. Illegal, but you could have done that anytime you wanted.
I don't think Bob Marley minds if you bootleg his CDs.
It's out of order, though, isn't it?
It is bad.
Although
is that always the case? Has it always been the truth of all the time you've been here?
No, it has been better than this.
Yeah, although you do get paid quite well and you do have an easier time.
Yeah, but don't give me the CDs then. If it was a milkman, you don't go, I have 2 bottles of semi-skimmed. Happy Christmas.
Yeah. That is a valid point.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you complained? Who is it who made this decision?
There's no point. No point, is there?
Why?
Just no point. I don't like moaning anyway, just...
Has it come from up top? Is it from the capital people?
Just everyone. That's what everyone gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but will Christian get 2 CDs for getting up at 4:30 every day for about 5 years?
And keeping the station afloat.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm a bit fed up.
What you listen to first, Marley or Leon?
Well, you have a bit of Marley.
I'll tell you what Marley's good for as well. You're going to have a little beach holiday, aren't you, over Christmas, going to Lanzarote? Listening to that on the beach, you'll realise how wise XFM are in the long run. You go, well, look, they could have given me 400 quid, right? Well, I'd have spent that. But this is, the legend lives on.
It keeps on giving.
So you're probably, you know what I mean? Think how much what you got to think of is how much all his great songs took, not only from the depth of his soul and, all his sort of angst and knowledge and love, and then all the studio time, the marketing, and they're just giving you one like that. They go, don't worry about that, Carl, just have it. And you go, what? But all the time we spent with Bob Marley and everything. You have it, Carl, have it, Carl. And
practice.
Have that. Thanks, well done. Carry on. We're still going to pay you for the work.
Yeah.
That's just something on top.
Here's a little piece of Bob, free.
Yeah, so don't moan, it's extra. So, they didn't have to give you it at all. Play a record, you ungrateful little swine.
Some people, like the homeless, aren't getting anything this Christmas.
This is my favourite Elvis Costello track of all time. It's Alison.
This wasn't on the list. Right.
What?
Ricky and Steve are here. Karl Pilkington is away today, so Mr. Ian Camfield. Stop it! This is my signing off link. Right, look, I'm running into your show now and it's your fault. Mr. Ian Campfield's with Ricky and Steve today. Jimmy Carl's on X-List duty tomorrow if you didn't get a request in. I'll see you 10 o'clock next Saturday. Merry Christmas.
XFM. Comfort and Sound by Feeder on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
But no Karl Pilkington.
No Karl.
He's in Lanzarote. But we have got a very, very special stand-in. It's Camfield. Say hello.
I'm so excited to be here. It's been, you know, the things I've learned in the last 10 minutes before we've even gone on air. Like, you don't have a theme tune.
I don't have a theme tune. I don't wear headphones.
Exactly.
Ian wears headphones with a preamp. He's got 3 midgets just brought in his back line. Right? They're called Dog, Mongo and Blitzkrieg. Look, Blitzkrieg is up there, like, eating a banana.
Yeah.
He is the king of rock, the new king of rock.
Well,
the prince, he's the prince of rock. Obviously, Vance is the king of rock. But we'll be doing that, we're working out who. Over this, and by the way, Camfield, I don't want the Ian Camfield that does XFM and going, and there's fast approaching 1:23, here's Ash. I want the Camfield that goes, I snorted ants with Lemmy. Okay? So, we want the real Camfield.
All right. I bought in Metal Christmas, is that all right? That's my only request from this show, that we do play Paul Di'Anno's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The rest of it's over to you.
Yeah, we're going to play some Christmas tunes. We're going to play some, our favourite hits of the year. But mainly, this is the rock programme. This is the rock programme.
What worries me, Rick, is there's a lot of people who listen to our show and they're not regular XFM listeners. They just kind of crawl
they're
out
not
of their
regular people.
Stupid on a Saturday afternoon, put the show on. So they might not be familiar with
Ian Camfield is a young man. He's been in
he's about 14.
He's been in radio. It's weird, he's 14, but he's been in radio for 15 and a half years. He was weaned on the milk of a Vance. Right? And he's going to be the new rock god, aren't you?
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah. No DJ Camfield. Just go, right? And over the 2 hours, I want to work out the 4 pillars of rock, right? I want 4 names, 4 pillars of rock, right? Huge rock pillars, and then I want the king who stands astride them like the archangel of metal. So we'll be asking Ian every few years. We're asking, right, who's your first pillar of rock, and then keeping the one that stands astride them. Okay.
And how many do we need?
Well, we need 5 names then, don't we? The 4 pillars of rock and who stands astride them.
Right. Okay. Like the Overlord with these Axe Attack albums.
Yeah. This is Oasis. Christmas. That was the record before us, and here we are, pre-recorded, because we did this a few weeks ago, because we're not here at the moment, are we? We're away in that. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
And Karl Pilkington. Well,
he's not actually with us. He'll be in some of the best of clips that will be coming up shortly.
Yeah, this is just us, isn't it?
This is just us. We did this, when did we do this, Rick? A couple of weeks back.
Hold on, what is it?
It's the 27th today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Christmas. I loved Christmas.
I love Christmas.
I had a great time. What did you get?
Loads of presents.
So did I.
I'm glad they made it to number 1.
I'm really glad.
Stroke, he, she.
Yeah. I'm really glad that the pop idols, Cliff Richard, Westlife, made it to number 1.
Bo Selector. Yeah, just delete that. Okay, well, we're going to play some of the best of, some of the greatest moments of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Ever heard on XFM 104.9. What about this? Do you remember this one?
Which one is it?
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Over there, Karl Pilkington. The man who believes anything. I think it might be a condition due to his little round head. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like, it might be a new condition that we can call cranial severity, and because it presses on his lobes, and the only sort of upshot of that is he's normal everywhere, but he believes everything he reads or sees on Anna Nova. All right.
Talking of which, Rick, I don't really follow the news.
No.
It's mainly boring, isn't it? Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well. Yeah, it is a war. It's all this nonsense before and after. When it's a war, it's it's in the middle of the war. You can watch it on telly.
True.
You get results.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a test match or something. But it's all this rubbish before and after. It drags on.
This recent war seemed, I thought, just generally, it was better presented than the previous one. Because I remember the first Gulf War, it was often during the night, and I couldn't stay up.
Yeah, because I think the American had rights to it, like the Tyson fight, so we had to get it at 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
Which is annoying. They had it, their prime time in that. And a lot of it was in black and white, when the bombs went in.
When the bombs went in.
So,
this time there seemed to be a lot more colourful stuff.
Yeah, it's much better coverage. I think they should win awards.
Yeah, well, I like
for it.
Awards,
so, like Channel 4 won for cricket.
Yeah, I mean, a few times as well, I was quite pleased to see they actually had footage of the bombs exploding.
Yeah. No, good. Well done.
Generally,
good on you. Well done. Good on you.
Yeah,
it costs a lot though, doesn't it?
It isn't a costly
War's
thing.
a lot more when you got something like a Jimmy Carr game show, which probably costs about $100,000.
Yeah,
like half an hour of war costs millions.
It's almost as expensive as like Terminator 3 or something.
Yeah. But I mean, but then you got a variety.
Exactly.
Sorry, Steve, you were talking, mate.
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure you're aware that the World Elephant Polo Championships have taken place.
I did get it. I think they mentioned on. Yeah, we won, didn't we?
England won.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, where have they been practicing?
I don't know.
Do you remember ever at school anyone ever saying to you, "Are you interested in playing polo with elephants?"
Do you reckon it was 5 blokes in pith helmets kept sneaking into a whipsnade?
Possibly.
What are you doing, lads? We're practicing. Get down.
Yeah.
Get off them elephants.
Yeah. I didn't even know we had a team. I can't believe it. No, but it's like Johnny Wilkinson and the rugby lads. They're going to get MBEs, all sorts. The elephant polo boys, nothing.
They're going to get nothing.
I haven't seen the sun talking like them.
To be fair, it's not like horse polo where I don't think there's a stick long enough. I think the elephants kick it, don't they?
I think you might be right. I think they're not allowed to use their tusks.
They'd burst it, won't they?
I think
they go,
start again.
Raheem!
Yeah.
What do you mean the elephants kick it?
All right, I've opened a can of worms here. Normal polo on a horse, they have like
mallets.
Yeah, they whack them, right? But I think it's obviously they're too high up. I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just train the elephant to kick it.
So why are people something about? Why not just let them have a kick about without?
Imagine that! And why does horse racing have to have a jockey? Well, they just let the horses go, okay, lads, no cheating, on your marks, get set, go. Get back here. Get back here. Brilliant. Okay. Play a record.
Right, Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic.
His version of Wonderwall, if you've not heard it yet, you'll be loving it.
You'll be loving this. Kings of Leon, California Waiting. Steve, the public have been waiting for us to return.
That's true enough.
All right?
Yeah.
They had the best of
last
week.
Was a joy.
They had Camfield and us without Carl the week before. But it's been a while since we've all been together. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is Steve Merchant. And over there, with his little sunburnty, baldy head, little Karl Pilkington. All right?
Yeah. That wasn't Steve slapping me head then, by the way.
No, that was just him clapping like Steve Wright in the afternoon.
It's a great show.
Because it is a good show.
Yeah.
He's so pleased that we're a posse.
Yeah.
And we're all back together. 3 holidays Carl's had last year.
Yeah.
I'd love to have 3 holidays. You've got to start putting the work in there.
I had 2 holidays though.
No, you had 3 holidays. You went away with Suzanne and her parents.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
It does count. If you book 2 weeks off the firm, you go away and you go, how was your holiday? Go, well, it didn't really count. It wasn't a really good holiday. Can I have them days back, please? My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to you. But
well done, you've already broken that.
No, but talk sense. Talk sense. You've had 3 holidays this year. And I'm just saying, you're in your 30s now, and 30s is when you should be really putting the work in.
That's true enough.
To reap the benefits in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100.
Carl, what's your New Year resolution? What about think before you speak? It's worth...
See, I'm allowed to laugh. I'm allowed to laugh at things other people say, Carl. That one... that is a good suggestion. How was your holiday, Carl?
It was all right.
Right, brilliant.
But that I don't see on the ratio of good to bad in Carl's mind. That might be amazing because we never hear him singing the praises of anything.
I'll tell you what. Can we have a cracking little tune and then come back and hear about Carl's holiday?
I'd love to do that.
Let's keep it tight. Snow Patrol and Run on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yep.
That's 3 for 1. I don't know. All right.
Exciting.
News. Breaking news is that there was only 2 more weeks of us before we have to go away on a little extended break again. So, can't give any more details yet. We don't know when we can come back because, we don't know what we're doing. We're going to, America. We're doing the Golden Globes, and then we're going to watch the Office pilot being filmed.
Yes.
And then we got bits. I'm doing a bit of a tour, so it'll be sort of the summer times probably.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like they care.
Oh, they don't give a damn.
Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think that because you think, you don't want to let down the people. You want to keep it consistent. You want to give. But really, I know I like doing this more than anyone listening.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I love coming in. I love squeezing Carl's head.
Yeah.
I love playing some records. I like sort of sitting in the room with you. I know you love it.
Oh.
I can't wait.
I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing on a Saturday.
Yeah. So we got our Saturdays back, though.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, my alarm went off today, and I was a bit tired because we had a couple of drinks last night, didn't we?
Last night, yeah.
We had party. We were party animals. I've been looking for an office this week, as you know, and it's so stressful. Just walking around, just talking to agents right, okay. So my method is this, right? I walk around the area that I want to be an office in because I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I walk around. To be fair, it is about a square 500 yards.
Yeah.
Right? It's sort
Your
of
house is in the centre.
yeah. I walk, and so I walk around and look at placards. I go, that's a nice office, and I phone them up. There's loads of different people I'm dealing with, right? And they went, we got one in so-and-so street. I think it was 5th Street or something. I went, I went along to, I'll see you there in 20 minutes. I got there. You were there, if you remember. I looked around and I said to Steve, it looks all right. There's no pawn shops or anything like that, right? And Steve went, well, it is next to a brothel. And I looked, and there on the next thing, model, first floor, Susie, 03. I thought, and I phoned him and I said, do you know what? Don't bother coming here. No, I said, no, I said, because it's next to a brothel. He went, yeah. I went, right, okay. Just for future reference, I don't want an office literally next to a brothel, right? When I go to work, I don't want to walk past prostitutes. Call me old-fashioned.
Yeah,
right?
as you're going into work, there's a prostitute.
Yeah.
Morning.
Oh, she's got a cappuccino. Yeah, Starbucks, yeah. Business good? Yeah, it's a bit slow at the moment, but it picks up later this evening. Does it really? Good. And I said to him, I've got So my New Year's resolution is being like a little fascist when it comes to business. And I said, also future reference, no crack dens and no wild animals in the porch. And I just can't believe it. There's always something wrong. We went to one, right? It got there, right? And a woman said, I'm new here. She didn't know what keys she was using. And she went, it's the 3rd floor. And she went, there's no point, we won't both get in the lift. I went, right, will you get a desk in the lift? Right, she went, I've got a chair in the lift before. Brilliant. So, just find me an office, Rathbone Place, sort of Percy Street, Charlotte Street, Dean Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1st or 2nd floor.
I'm worried we're going to get emails from estate agents, phone calls from them. You know what those people are like.
I don't look at the emails.
True. Fair enough.
So, play a record.
Enough.
Fortune Faded by Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. With Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington for the last time.
Yes, we've said that before, of course, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, we've had some highs, some lows, some laughs, some tears. Karl, you're concentrating.
A lot of tears, mainly from the audiences.
Yeah. Now, before we get into talking about maybe some of the hijinks we've had, looking back, looking forward as well.
Yeah.
I came in, Karl was sitting at the desk, he went, all right? I went, all right, yeah. He went, see that Alan Clark Diaries? I went, no, I didn't. He went, no, a lot of people talking about it. He went, I've never kept a diary. Keeping a diary will always get you into trouble. And I said, like Anne Frank. What did you say, Karl?
The woman in the cupboard?
That's what he said.
The woman in the cupboard.
And I went, save it. Save it.
You never speak to Karl off air. Save it all for when we're on the wireless.
He went, but what did she do? What did she do except be in a cupboard? What did she have to write about? And I said, well, her thoughts. Do you know Anne Frank?
That's all I know about Anne is. There's no point pretending it.
Anne!
That I know stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, tell us everything you know about Anne Frank.
She was in a cupboard.
Yeah, what else?
If she didn't do that, I wouldn't know about her, seriously. That's all I know about her.
Yeah.
So what did she do?
But how do you think we know about? We know about her cupboard because of her book, don't we?
But hang on, what in the bigger scheme of things? Why was she in a cupboard?
I don't know.
Right.
I honestly don't know.
You don't know anything else about Anne Frank beyond the fact that, to quote you, she was in a cupboard.
Well, what's she done then? You tell me. Why should I know more about her?
Firstly, I don't think she was in a cupboard.
She wasn't in a cupboard. She was in an attic.
All right.
Yeah.
So what was she doing?
She was hiding from the Nazis. She was hiding from the Nazis.
But isn't that the first place they'd look? Sort of work from the top down.
Carl, they weren't specifically looking for Anne Frank.
They weren't going, where is she?
Where's Franker?
If she gets that book out, we are in the deep shit. We've got to stop the book. They were just looking generally. She was 13, 14, she was hiding, she was Jewish and she was hiding, lived in Amsterdam, didn't she?
Yeah, as much of her family were having to hide, being helped by, friends, non-Jewish friends.
In a cupboard. Cupboards,
And how long did she sort of hide up there for?
Until she was caught.
Long enough to write a book.
So she even got caught after all that?
What do you mean, so she even got caught? We're talking about one of the great, humanist tragedies of our times, and you're going, she couldn't even stay hidden.
What do you mean, didn't she get caught?
No, I'm just saying, it's not a great tip then, is it? Do you know what I mean? She didn't do it well. She didn't hide and say, well, I escaped it.
Her diaries are not a manual on how to hide from people. It's not how to win at hide and seek.
I don't know anything about her, and we might be going down some ground that's a bit dodgy. I don't know enough about it. Maybe it's best just leaving it. All I was saying is diaries. Do you know, what do you do them for? Have you kept one, Steve?
Never kept a diary, no.
Right.
I can understand your fear that it might get discovered, someone might read it, find out all about your inner secrets. Of course, the good thing about you is you tell everyone what you think about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
no one's going to find a diary and go, oh, God.
Can't believe it, Carl doesn't like my haircut.
Yeah. Carl thinks I look like Dave Hill from Slade. Yeah, I told you that, didn't I? Yeah, I told you that.
Do you think they'll last, though, diaries and that? No, because they were a bit of a time killer, weren't they? It was something to do at the end of the day, whereas now there's iPods and that. Do you know what I mean?
It's fantastic. The iPod of Anne Frank.
Yeah, no,
new from Sony. That'd be great, wouldn't it? All her greatest hits. Who could forget? Oh,
well,
dear.
Leave that then. I didn't know it was that deep. I thought it was just like a,
You thought it was like, didn't you?
Adrian Mole type thing. Yeah, what are we doing?
Since you've been gone by Rainbow, since we've been gone, Steve, what's been going on, mate?
Well, so much has happened, hasn't it, in the world? Politics and stuff. There's been an election and the like.
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, and our producer, I say producer, Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Yeah, very good. We've been away for a while. I think the last show we did was January 2004.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed whatsoever.
Nothing's been mended. I'm pretty sure I threw that away in the bin before I left.
Yeah, there are some of your old bacon rinds from that sandwich.
Yeah. The spare ribs on the floor. Yeah, nothing's changed at all. Oh, no, that's not true. The listenership has changed. It went down slightly, didn't it, on the last Radio Hour?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Is that what happened? Did it go down slightly, Carl?
A little bit, I think.
I don't think XFM gets new listeners because I think what happens is, because the reason it goes down just very slightly each time is that their old listeners die.
Yeah.
Definitely. Old Cure fans dying of...
Yeah, smack addictions.
Gout.
Yeah.
But anyway, I haven't listened to this station for a year and a half, so that's increased by 1, which is probably quite a high percentage.
Exactly. I suppose that my question, to you, Rick, would be, why now? Why have you come back now?
I was a bit bored of sitting at home,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're just here for 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Well, we're standing in for Adam and Joe, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the tables have turned. I remember when they were standing in for us, but...
Yeah. I don't know.
But the only reason I'm here is because my housekeeper cleans between 1 and 3.
Oh, right, that's a good idea.
So I thought I'd get out of the house.
And, Are they listening to XFM?
Well, no, she doesn't speak English. I'm not made of money, Rick. Okay. You know, if I can help out, you know, a young immigrant lady, then I will do. And there are so many things I can do for her in so many ways. Yeah. But her, you know, picking up my old tea towels and stuff is ideal. So that's why I'm here. But all I'm worried about is I think people kind of associate with the name Ricky Gervais. They associate a certain level of quality. You know, your live stand-up DVDs, there's a level of quality. You've put a lot of work into them. You've honed it. The TV work you've done, likewise. Should people expect the same from the radio show?
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. Those things that, you know, you sit down, well, you know, we sit down, we write them for a long time, write them for a year maybe, then film them, and we worry about everything. This is, I'm not even sure I'm talking into the mic at the moment. I was actually doodling, as you saw there. Yeah. I'm eating a sandwich as we speak. Yeah. You know, although we do like music, that is true.
That's absolutely right.
Should we play some great records?
Let's play a great record now.
Coldplay, Speed of Sound. Steve, I know you like an insight to my musical taste, but that's my favourite Coldplay track of all time. I just thought I'd just throw that in.
Not a fan of clocks?
No, I think I've overplayed Parachutes a little bit, and but that's my favourite one. Like it.
I'm afraid to say I'm a bit of a Philistine when it comes to Coldplay. That sounds the same as all the other ones. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, you'll have to meet these boys one day.
Yeah, well, I'll tell them to their face. I don't care. A little bit rock and roll. I don't care.
Well, I'm Ricky Gervais. A little funny little Wurzel type voice over there is Stephen Merchant, and with us our producer Karl Pilkington. All right.
Whenever we say producer, of course, that is in inverted commas. Yeah. Done with the fingers.
Well, he didn't have it. I wanted to play some off my iPod today to record it because they didn't have it here. It's a great track called Anthony and the Johnsons. He didn't even have the lead. He went, right, it's difficult. And he went, is it any good? I went, yeah, it's really good. He went, well, why haven't we got it here already then? Oh, that's the paradigm, is it? If XFM hasn't got it, it's no good. Four Non-Blondes doing well, is it? That's still in the cupboard, is it? Unbelievable. We're a little bit annoyed today, aren't we, actually?
I'm really annoyed.
Yeah. All that stuff we did last week, that Landau sent us some sparkling wine, and we thought, right, you shamelessly plugged it.
Yeah.
How many times you mentioned it?
About 20 times. About 20 times.
Well, the finale was hitting Karl on the head with a cork. That's on the website, by the way.
Okay.
RickyGervais.com. Go there and see Karl being hit in the head with a cork, right? Yeah. We said, look, send us free stuff. We'll talk about it.
Nothing. The cupboard is
nothing.
Empty. The cupboard is bare.
No one has thought. I tell you what, there's those guys from The Office.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, Rick. We are taste makers. We're opinion formers, you and I. Yeah. And you'd have thought if anyone was going to send us some free stuff. Yeah. You know, it makes me fume. And do you know what it is? It's because people, PR people and that, they've realised no one's listening.
But not only are we going against all our principles and losing our dignity just for some free stuff.
And integrity.
Yeah. We're going against XFM policy because obviously they would have got thousands of pounds for Landauer to be mentioned last week. 20 times. No, it wouldn't. It's 40 quid.
XFM, Rick.
It's 40 quid. Yeah. 40 quid for a 9-minute advert.
Exactly.
So advertise your quality stuff here. Yeah. Jeff's Garage. Cheaper than some other garages. Actually, if
Did we play an advert once for a tattoo parlor?
Yes!
Do you remember that? I'm sure we played an advert for a tattoo parlor. What tattoo parlor can afford to advertise on a radio station? Unless it's a tin pot one like this.
Oh, God. Oh, got some good music today, though, Steve.
Oh, really, I hope so. I'll be the judge of that. Go on.
AC/DC.
Oh.
An Honest Mistake by The Bravery on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington, our producer. Right. In inverted commas, heat put.
Yeah.
They know. How you doing, all right, Karl?
Yeah, didn't they also write something about me, bald round head?
Yes, perfectly round little bald man head, they said, so...
Because you need to know that when you listen to the radio on that. Really matters what my hair's doing.
Your hair, have you given it a little polish? Because you look like a cue ball at the moment, and you've had a shave in it. I've never seen such a round head. It actually looks like a plate with ears.
Yeah, well, for those that have never seen Karl, I actually, if you remember, I think he looks a little bit like Mr. Spoon from Button Moon.
He does.
If you've ever seen that show,
and also he looks like, you know when they say they find with a little 4-foot human and it's actually 500,000 years old and they give it a name and it's the first, Australopithecus into. He looks like one of them as well. Perfectly round little. He is the missing link. He looks half human, half monkey.
Because he's got a slight slouch as well. So it's like those pictures where you see it going from an ape to a man. He's one of those in the middle.
Yeah, and of course his monkey hands, his hairy little wrist to those skinny little things that he can get oranges out of holes with. And it's unbelievable. Why are you so all shaved and polished and everything?
Got a wedding.
What?
Got to go to a wedding today, so thought I'd, clean myself up a bit.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be wearing a suit or something?
No, I'll go home and put something on.
Oh, okay.
But, Suzanne said, make an effort. I sort of had a shave and that, and then I came out of the bathroom, she said, oh, your head looks a bit sort of eggish.
She's right.
She always worries about when I have a shave, because I just,
That's your girlfriend, Carl.
I know.
Saying that. Just think, so don't worry about Heat saying it. The funny thing is, it's Boyd Hilton, I think, of Heat that wrote it.
And he's got a little bald head.
Yeah, no, don't slag him off.
Yeah, but on the end of his review, does it say, written by Baldy Boyd? No, because it doesn't matter, it's a magazine. Don't worry about it.
Looking forward to the wedding?
A bit boring, isn't it? But you've got to do it.
They've probably been listening. Should we do a shot?
No, it'll be a great day for them, but I know what will happen. Suzanne will see, all the fuss and that, and then she'll get ideas, and I'll have to let her down and all that.
Why is it you don't want to get married again? I always forget.
It's just... who's it for at the end of the day? I've been with Suzanne for 11 years, right?
Sure.
We're happy. Well, I am.
That's what counts.
You're never happy.
I am. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, I know you're happy with Suzanne and everything, but apart from that, you're never happy. You are the most grumpy, moany thing in the world. I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm always happy. I was annoyed here. I was happy coming here, but there was a bloke behind me walking and scuffing his feet. He had a pair of those stupid skulls on, and he was clicking and scuffing. Wear some shoes you don't have to click. Pick your feet up. Flip-flops annoy me. But I'm happy. I'm just annoyed. You are just like, oh, the world's on me. It's rubbish, this. I know the world's great. It's just sometimes people annoy me by being there, But Steve said I should be locked in one of those towers that princesses used to be locked in fairy tales, because everything annoys me. But you're grumpy.
I'm not. I'm all right.
Oh, right. Okay. Listen, we better play a record soon. But coming up, Steve, I went away with Carl. Okay. It was a little present from Jane. It was a golfing day. I could take someone, took Carl. It was a brilliant day, absolutely brilliant. But it ended with us sort of drinking and chatting and me saying, right, I'm going to bed. Because Carl said the most ridiculous thing he has ever said. Think of that.
That's something.
Oh. Sometimes, Carl, I think you're on another planet. Here's the only ones. Foo Fighters, Best of You on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant. And Karl Pilkington. All right. Carl's had a bad week. I'm going to say it straight away. He tries to rule out stress in his life.
Yeah.
But he's had a bit too much stress this week, haven't you? A phone call from his mum, stressed him a little bit.
Right.
Something he said in a magazine about his auntie. Okay. Came back to haunt him.
Auntie Nora.
Auntie Nora. Yeah.
Don't name her.
No.
She knows who she is.
No. Okay, we won't name her. Right, we just say it's the one who farted for 5 minutes, and as he saw a skirt when he was young, and I found it like a split tennis ball.
So it could be any of me aunties.
That coming up, and also a bloke in Times Online, Chris Campling, did a review of the show,
right,
and basically said that Karl Pilkington is a creation of Gervais and Merchant.
Well, if only that were the case.
He said. He started off saying he liked the show. Yeah. He was excited. Said it was a good show. A lot of the jokes.
I'm already questioning his critical faculties.
Yeah, exactly. And basically said that we didn't contribute much, or seemingly didn't seem to contribute much, and we couldn't sort of like ad lib or anything. We just laughed at, particularly me, laughed at Karl Pilkington, who was coming up with some quite funny stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But then he does a twist on it. He goes, but the thing is, we're the puppet masters. He's a created person. We've created the persona Karl Pilkington for our own amusement.
Right.
He bases this on simply that we talked about... What was it we talked about? The Chinese not aging well, and he heard him talk about that on my DVD. But clearly I say, Karl, remember when you were talking about that? It's a news or member in the week, and so he thinks it's all scripted now. Imagine if this show was scripted.
I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
If this show was scripted, I would send back the BAFTAs for the shows the actual shows we've written, and I would say...
I'm having a go at Chris Campling. He's nice about our other work. He likes The Office, and he likes my stand-up and everything, and he likes the show, but he's saying... Because we're not spontaneous, we scripted this and invented Karl. So he's like, we've invented another Gareth.
If we had created Karl, I would not have squandered a character that good on this poxy radio station.
Absolutely. Also, does he know that we spend about 3 months on half an hour script? So how long does 2 hours of drivel? But the main thing is, as if this could be scripted, it's dreadful.
It's shocking.
Or maybe this is scripted.
Hang on, you've lost me there. Let me just check the script.
Maybe Chris Campling does not exist. Maybe I've made him up.
I don't know what to believe.
See, the name doesn't wash with me.
What was his name?
Chris Campling.
Sounds odd.
That's something that I made up, isn't it?
Campling's almost like a joke. It's almost like a gay name, isn't it? Oh, he's a Campling.
See, I think this is scripted.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made this whole link up, and Carl is a creation. Campling, that's not a real name. I made it up. I should have come up with something better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Forever Lost. The magic numbers, and the magic number is 104.9. XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Right, 2 more shows. 2 are off air for don't know how long.
Is that 2 more including this one?
Yeah, no.
2 more after
yeah, no. It's like this is one, and then there's another one.
Right, 2 more.
And that's
shows.
the last one. There's 2 more shows. Yeah,
including this one.
We're starting now. If I'd have said this at the end, it might have been ambiguous. But I've said at the beginning, there's 2 hours. That's a whole show.
Right.
So there's 2 more shows.
2 more shows, including this one.
Yes, well, obviously.
So 1 more show. After
it's only 1:05.
After this show, 1 more.
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Next week there's 1 more show. That means 2 altogether.
Oh no, it's only 1 more show. Good night.
Okay.
Now, it better be a good one, Carl. Have we got Rockbusters?
Yeah.
To win those prizes? Check. Have we got Monkey News?
Check.
Is it a real Monkey News, or is it something that's slightly made up that you... What?
Always is. Check.
Okay. Knob News?
Yeah, we've got a bit of knob news, yeah.
I'm worried that knob news, because it's only about penises, is a little bit sexist. Have we got any fanny facts? Can we sort that out for next week? I don't want to alienate our female audience.
Welcome to Minge London. Good, I'm glad that's that. Well, brilliant. We've got a song with a story?
Yeah, doing that.
What is it?
I don't want to sort of tell you what it is yet, because the song isn't that great. Do you know what I mean? It's not a song that's like an XFM song, but every time I hear it on, say, like Magic or whatever,
yeah,
I have an argument.
105.4.
Yeah, I have an argument with Suzanne that, you know, what I think it's about, and she says, don't be stupid, it's not about that, and I'll say, no, it is.
And so we're going to decide who's right. Yeah. Well, I don't know what song you're talking about, and I don't know what the argument is, but Suzanne's right.
Definitely.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, we'll have a listen, but I'm hoping that once people sort of listen to it again with my thoughts every time.
Well, this song sums up what people should think of you. It's don't believe a word. All right? That's the sort of links I'm capable of.
If that doesn't bag us of Sony, then nothing will.
Landed, Mr. Ben Folds. We've landed on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and little Karl Pilkington, and his magical little manky round baldy head. He was described as a wacky mank in one of the papers this week.
Really? Brilliant.
Well, remember we were talking about it last week, about he came round to my house and I popped out my Mr. Johnson to take a little look at.
And his 2
That made
daughters.
the papers. That made the papers.
Wow. What paper? It wasn't front page of the Times. It must have been like the Daily Star or something.
Just squeeze Live 8 on the second page. Yeah, so Wacky Mank.
Wacky Mank, that's
Wacky
great.
Mank.
Wacky Mank.
We had an email from someone that reckons they remember you from body popping round Salford way.
Yeah, Eccles Precinct, apparently.
You know that,
I wasn't doing it round there, though.
Well, what do you mean?
I was round Stretford. Arndale.
And what were you doing? What sort of body popping was it?
Just a bit of everything. Caterpillar. Bit of moonwalking.
Do you have a little piece of liner you used to carry around?
Well, mates had that.
Right, you didn't
borrowed theirs. Borrowed theirs.
Were you any good? You weren't breakdancing, well, you weren't spinning on your head and stuff, you were more body popping.
Well, I hope he wasn't spinning on his head, because you know that can sort of give you little brain damage and things.
Well, it can give you brain damage. Also, it can wear your head down, and also makes your head perfectly round.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is pulling on.
But if you keep on doing it, obviously it's going to wear your hair
out, yeah. So you become sort of like a... Stupid, bald, and roundy headed.
Yeah.
So I very much doubt that you did do any of that. Did you, Karl?
Didn't do any of that.
Well...
So you're shooting off in a minute, aren't you?
Well, yes, because we were trying to make poverty history, Karl.
Yeah.
People are making poverty history all over the place. They're putting on a wristband, and it seems to be working, because I haven't been poor for ages.
I haven't been poor.
And Alex had a stop bullying.
Alex was wearing a stop bullying wristband, and as he himself said, he seems to have sorted that out.
You haven't been bullied for ages?
I haven't been bullied for years.
So wristbands work.
I saw one in a shop window the other day which said, stop child abuse. And I bought one, obviously, because a lot of people say, does it make a difference? But it was only £1, and I'd only spent it on kiddie porn. So, I think I've made a little difference there in a small way.
On a serious note, though, I like the idea that if you're a paedophile and you're walking along the street in your Mac, right? You got a puppy in one hand, a bag of sweets in the other, and you see this wristband, and you go, "Oh, stop it." Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I hadn't thought before. That's what I think.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I won't be doing that again.
Yeah, he was hanging around in Topshop for unsavoury reasons. He saw them in there for only £1.
Carl, we haven't got long, have we? We've got an hour and a half because we've got to shoot off. I've got to shoot off down to Live 8 and introduce Rem. So we got a lot to pack in. We got the Rockbusters, and then we give away. I just saw those. I'll finish the sentence in a minute.
I look forward to it.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited. So we got so much to pack in. Yeah. I haven't got time to finish all my. So listen, right? You know the things we're giving away: the signed little Homer. The Nigel Tufnell thing and the Flanimals, right? Looks brilliant. They've done a brilliant job, the people who are XFM. So take back all you were saying about them, Carl.
And also we should say as well, you've still got a chance to win that, because if you get today's Rockbusters, you go straight into the hat for the big draw, so you've still got a chance to win all those top prizes.
Play a record.
Bit of monkeys.
Yeah.
I was on the tube the other day, Rick. So I was just coming into Finchley Road.
Yeah.
And I was on the train. I know you don't travel on the tube anymore.
No.
You're too famous. But
I never did.
No, fair enough.
It's not that I don't really recognise. It's just it's beneath me.
Fair enough. And they're on the tube in each carriage on these newer ones. There are kind of these flaps that are normally locked closed, and there was one of them that's swinging open. And inside there were various buttons like on, off, self-destruct, whatever. But seriously, like doors operating.
Train quicker.
Exactly. And you were thinking, like, you don't want some, kind of oik, sort of fiddling around pressing buttons and stuff. It could be quite dangerous.
Yeah.
So I got off a feature and I thought, I'll be a good commuter. I'll mention this to the staff. And they'll probably, they'll thank me for it. And if it's an attractive young staff member, I mean, they never are on the tube. Have you ever seen an attractive member of staff at a tube station?
Oh, come on, steady
They
on.
are such freaks. I know that's the pot kettle black.
They're all from Devon, apparently.
They're grotesque people, really.
All right, steady on.
And so anyway, I went up to this guy. I thought
the uniforms don't out though, do they?
They don't. It's pretty grim. And so I went up to this guy. I said to him, "Excuse me, I was just on the train there, and there was a flap open. I could see all these buttons and things." He went, "Right." I was like, "Yeah, well, I just think it might be wandering hands, a small child or something." Yeah. Right.
Small child.
He went, "What carriage was it?" I said, "Well, I don't really know what carriage it was. I just, maybe at the next stop someone should come and check." He went, "Well, how are they going to check if they don't know what carriage it's in?" And at that point, I just wanted to smack him in the face. I just thought, I'm in a hurry. I've got no reason. There's no gain for me about telling this. It's not going to help me out in any way, not financially, nothing. I'm just trying to help you out, and that's your attitude. And I was absolutely livid.
I'm getting so intolerant in my old age.
I won't. What about the fact that the world's tallest man is living in a semi in Neaston?
It's all right, isn't it? Something that someone told me in the week is that, do you know all these tall people like this guy?
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird they've only just found him, considering he's the tallest man. I think that's a bit weird. Someone told me that, do you know the guy who was in James Bond, the big bloke?
Yes.
Jaws. He's got the same illness as this bloke.
Right.
And what it is...
It's called tall.
It's something about...
You're suffering from tall.
You've got a small tumour or something just behind this part of your head.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just sort of in the middle of your eyes.
Yeah.
And the pressure on that makes you grow really tall or something.
Yeah.
So he needs to get it sorted.
That's your advice to him.
Yeah.
Get it sorted. Okay, very finally, Carl, this is important. This is just projecting into the future.
Get it sorted.
Just projecting into the future now, K-Man.
Have you seen that man in a jar without a brain?
Sorry, is that something? Is that a product you can buy in like Sainsbury's?
Is it a dream you had yesterday? You wondered if you could. Can I? Yes, hello. Could you make my dream into reality, please? Oh, we can't actually, sir. In plastic would be good.
Sorry, what do you mean?
In the future, you'll be able to download your dreams and then just like act them out again, probably in the year 2000 or something.
Soothsayer.
No, there's some museum somewhere.
Yeah.
That's got this little fella who was born without a brain, and he's in a jar, and it's just that he's got a really round head.
Right.
And when I saw this picture, I thought, God, it just reminded me of this little fella in a jar.
Oh, and what do you mean he's born without a brain?
He was born without a brain.
So it's a baby?
It's not a little fella.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Do you know the difference? Do you have conversations with like people in prams thinking that fella's little and he doesn't talk much?
Yeah.
You know, babies aren't like little people.
Well, maybe.
Well, they are little people, but I mean, they're not very small adults. They're not like midgets.
They don't do a job of work, is what we're saying.
Yeah. You're very. No. What do you mean?
I didn't read about it. I just saw the picture. And
This is where you're going wrong, Carl. This is always your mistake. You see the picture, you don't read the little caption.
But what do you mean? How do you
guess at what you think the meaning is?
But how did you know he didn't have a brain?
He said something like the brainless man.
Yeah, but people say that about you. It doesn't mean you haven't got a spinal cord.
I bet somebody's seen it and knows what I mean. It's a famous picture.
Right, call in 08700 800 1234. Once again, you win a prize if you can tell us what Carl is talking about. Just in general. It's an ongoing competition. We're trying to find some CDs to anyone who knows what Carl is talking about. Well, we've had calls confirming that there was indeed a fetus or a stillborn child.
A pickled baby.
A pickled baby. No wonder it died. Born without a brain. But everyone has, pointed out that it wasn't a little fella.
It certainly wasn't a little fella.
No.
But because it had been in the jar for a long time, I think it had aged a bit.
What are you basing that on?
You do carry on growing, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, your ears and your nose.
Your ears and your nose. And your eyes don't grow, so you could probably,
I'll dig it out for you.
Yeah.
Imagine if like there was an experiment where they were raising a child just based on the information that we said on the radio. What kind of a person?
It was like download, yeah. And
what kind of information would they have?
And it took everything literally.
Exactly.
And I think, there's no irony or, it was just...
everything we said they assumed was fact. Everything that Carl said.
And any question it had about the world, it could only ask Carl.
Exactly.
And it would
now, this worries me because without wishing to be disrespectful in any way, Carl, I think you're the best man on earth. When you have a child, we could be in a situation a bit like that. Is it a concern for you? Do you think that like when your son's growing up or your daughter and they're asking you questions, you're conscious? I mean, you yourself have admitted that you have a sphere of knowledge which you are an expert on.
Ask your mother.
You'd say ask your mother.
That's good.
That's great. Fair enough.
That's good.
And I'd play with it. I think I'd be a good dad.
Yeah, I think you would.
But I wouldn't be the one who's shouting at it.
No. Who would you get to shout at it? Probably Windsor Davis. He'd be good, wouldn't he? You horrible little man.
Well, I'd tell it the rights and wrong. You don't have to be a really bright person to know the rights and wrong in the world.
Yeah. No, I think you are bright, Carl.
You are. And at what point in their life would you tell them about the evolution of the baguette, which you told us?
Or the story of the bee.
Yes.
That you scored once.
Or the two children. Would you ever get them to meet as maybe, I don't know, they could be godparents. The friends you had at school.
Yeah.
Webbed hands.
The big heads and webbed hands.
They weren't my friends.
That weren't friends.
I wish we could track them down.
Oh, that'd be great.
I imagine they're in a zoo. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Two big jars.
Park, yeah.
2 big jars. Industrial strength jars. Oh, dear. You're like our little fella in a jar.
Yeah.
In fact,
that's what we should do with you over the 3 months. Keep it in a jar. And we can have it in alternate weeks. Like step parents or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. Just you can.
Me and Steve will fight for custody.
Yeah, it'll be a big jar though. You can put stuff in there.
You can have it. Won't be like full of water or vinegar or whatever they do. Or
you won't become pickled, Carl.
No. It'd be like an big air chamber, and you're sat there, and it'd be like a little. What would it be, an armchair or something?
It'd be in an armchair, and we'd have stuff in there, and we'd bring your girlfriend like once a week, and she'd go. No, we put a blanket over the top so we wouldn't, see anything.
But like the Big Brother household.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, that's a hell of a documentary.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Carl in a jar.
But anyway, you're starting to think that we're getting melancholy now that you're just going to sit at home. What are you going to do every Saturday?
Dunno. Go shopping.
Let's sort out a jar. We've got to do the balloons before then as well. You've got to send you up in a balloon. Maybe we can send you up in a balloon and you come straight down into a big jar.
Yeah.
And they put
a giant cork in straight away.
yeah, and there's a big chair.
I'll tell you what we could do. We could set you adrift like Robinson Crusoe set the ball and see where you end up.
If you find me, yeah. Oh, you might go to an uninhabited island or something.
People are phoning in about anything now, Rick.
Yeah.
We asked them to phone in about the jar thing. Switchboard lit up. It's crazy. You ask them to phone in about something sensible like Che Guevara or the life of Winston Churchill. There's nothing.
That is really a demographic sort of snapshot of our fans,
our audience.
Ask them about a dead baby without a brain.
Oh yeah,
and they're reaching with their phones. They don't mind what their bill is that much.
We ask them for I don't know, great quotes or something from the great philosophers. Nothing.
They're just
asking them
the
where
phone.
to buy meths cheap. Straight on the phone.
Oh,
someone just called in and said it's about putting. He went, hello. Carl answers the phones. And I said, hello? He went, hello. He said, yeah, about putting Carl in a big jar. And Carl went, go on. And the bloke went, well, then you could call him Karl Pilkington. And he went, thanks. I love the bothering. I like Karl Pilkington. That's lovely. That's so sweet. He spent 50p to tell you that, and you were worried. You just saw you going up in a balloon and landing in a jar again, didn't you?
I always, if ever I've got like a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good.
It's brilliant.
But it's not all verified.
What do you mean?
It's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on things
one, right?
like...
Here's one that I read in the week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk. And to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue?
Right, no. She got lard. Apparently it's a popular thing, you might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven.
Oh.
Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer, right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave, right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch, so the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, is giving his brain to charity or something, some sort of... some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
boiling a skull.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true, Carl.
It's the same as the woman who put her poodle in the microwave, isn't it? And all
just urban myths.
They're urban myths.
But again, where does it start?
Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone said you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
were there
any dates, locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof, his office, and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he wait? As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in case.
In case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out? I'll call you at 4. Okay, if your business. Well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? If you want to be engaged, just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. The other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I'll tell you how I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, whatever, and he shits himself. As you do. And so he goes, my train's in 5 minutes, so he runs across to Millets and goes, quick, Levi's, 36. The bloke just puts it in a bag, he runs onto the train, he goes into the toilet, takes his trousers and pants off.
He's soiled.
Yes. Throws them out of the window. I won't be needing those again. Cleans himself off, open the bags, it's a jacket.
Oh.
No, it didn't happen, Carl. at what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36? And the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36, what, a pair? No, shall I wrap them? Them? It? Shall I wrap? Just wrap whatever it is. Do you want to look? No, I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? 36 waist joints. Don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. And put it in a bag and charge me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further.
Yeah.
There was one...
Here we go.
There was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him.
Right.
And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be true.
It's a true story, again. It was all...
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story true.
Yeah. They're too convenient.
Will you be buried or cremated?
What?
Will you be buried or cremated?
I don't know. Cremated.
Like you, Steve?
I don't know. It's out of my hands.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it.
I've not thought it through, and I don't care either way.
Have you heard the one about...
Sorry. I'm just worried that we're getting into a macabre world now of ashes, boiled heads. I think we should play some music, let people just calm down.
Levi's.
Just think about some of the urban myths they've maybe heard, assess them. Maybe they are absolute bollocks.
Yeah.
And they can move on from it.
Well, it's just that the death thing, right?
Yeah.
There was an argument on there about, do you know that Twilight Zone or whatever it was, Tales of the Unexpected?
Oh, yeah.
Where the woman got buried alive.
Yeah.
They were saying how, like, years ago, they'd bury people thinking they're dead.
Yeah.
And they've recently, like, dug coffins up, and then the people who were in the coffin weren't dead. They might have just been, like, in some sort of deep sleep or whatever. And they've lifted the lid off.
Yeah.
And there's scratch marks on the thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary.
Makes you think, I mean, I hope they check these days. That's all. Carl, you went to Habitat this week, didn't you?
You're not going to believe this, Steve.
Go on.
They told me
this morning.
No.
Do you know I told you about those lads at school with big heads?
Sure, yeah, the big head lads, yeah.
Right.
And the web feet.
Yeah, webbed hands.
Webbed hands, was it?
They weren't there, were they?
They weren't there, but do you know, like, Ricky was always saying, oh, they don't exist, they only went to your school, you know, la la la. It was in Habitat, there was only one sat on a sofa. Not one of the lads, but one of the...
big-headed lad.
A big-headed lad.
What? Is that like, when you say a big-headed lad, is he like Frank Sidebottom big head? I mean, is it like...
I don't know what it... This is why... You know, it'd be nice to...
You think it's maybe a medical...
Well, it'd be nice to, if there's a doctor listening.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. A doctor listening to XFM thinking, I must phone up and fuel Carl's obsession with the deformed.
Yeah.
No, but it's not really deformed.
But how big is the head?
Probably... You see, it's weird how it's always kids who are see with it, so I'm wondering whether... They have a full-size head. Right. And then when they get older, it works out all right.
Like jumpers. My mum used to get me jumpers a size too big, so it'd last a year.
So I'm just wondering if it's the same.
So how old are these generally? Are they not like adults? They're like kids.
Well, when I was at school there, I was probably about 7, and this kid on
And do they have to wear
Sunday,
any kind of apparatus to sort of keep their head from kind of, you know, not tipping them over or sort of staying upright?
Like
I'm just worried that the head's kind of too heavy for their body or something in there.
No, it's not that big.
Right.
It's just not right. You kind of go, you sort of do a bit of a double take.
Yeah.
Like the fringe isn't sort of, you know, just above their eyes. It's quite high up.
Sure. That sickens you, obviously. And is it something that repulses you slightly? Do you get
No. That'd be cruel.
No, sure.
But you know,
but it's not cruel to discuss it on the radio.
Well, it happens, doesn't it?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I'd just like to know what it is. If it's like a water on the head type thing.
Water on the head type thing.
Like water on the knee.
Yeah.
But on the head.
On the head.
But, if anyone knows what it is.
Yeah. People with big heads.
Yeah, it'd be...
and it's... Yeah, okay.
It'd be good.
Good information.
So, what time... How are we doing?
You sure it wasn't perspective? You sure he wasn't sort of leaning forward and he was really tall? So the top of the head looked quite big, but then it went to a little body, but really his body was a lot further away.
No, big head.
Yeah.
Just a big head. Rest of his body, fine. Face, okay, everything's normal.
You weren't looking at him in a kettle.
If you wore a hat,
it'd be all right. But
what do you mean if he wore a hat, he'd be all right?
You'd probably just think, oh, it's a big hat or something.
Yeah, but what sort of hat?
So he'd have to wear like a 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, that would go down onto his shoulders with two eyes cut in it.
Yeah, like something from the Ant Hill mob.
Yeah, Michael Bentine's potty time.
Yeah.
How would a hat help him?
Yeah. Are you sure this wasn't a Diddy man?
I'm not being mean. I just want to know what it is.
No. Okay.
Right.
Well, if you are a doctor listening and you want to use your kind of free Saturday,
not the doctor who phoned the bloke in America and said, "Where do I get blood from?"
Sure.
Not that doctor, because I assume he's been struck off now.
Sure. Give us a call and sort out the whole big head conundrum. What's the number?
08700 800 1234.
That's also the number to call if you have Bruce Springsteen tickets available. I will pay up to £47.
Don't do it. Go yourself. Don't give them to Steve for cost price. Make a little profit.
Oh, don't take the Mickey. Don't you know what I feel. You've already ruined the bad thing. Don't ruin some more of my dreams.
But I'll tell you what, if you do get Steve a ticket, he'll be so grateful that he will spend a bit of money on you, I imagine. Exactly. You'll buy tickets and, give them something pretty special because you're earning now and,
Yeah. So let me discuss that with them, Rick. I mean, let's not make any promises.
Well, what was that thing you told me the other day as well? I'm talking about it. People have been phoning up about this. I don't think we should talk about conditions of the mind and brain.
Well, that woman's put you right.
Yeah, shown us it's hydrocephalus. It could be, and all it is that it's totally curable and normal life. What they do is it's a baby born with sort of water on the brain, and it comes out. Must hurt a bit in childbirth, and then they just drain it off. It's just full of water.
I tell you what.
What?
It's just reminded me weird stuff going on in the world.
But it wasn't a baby, was it? Maybe it was a baby. Maybe it was a baby, but it had water on it, everything.
Well, listen, right, this was a kid with a big head, as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't a baby. But we know what he's got, everything's sorted. But all the things, right, that are weird in the world,
yeah,
you're
Carl.
always like, you're going on about there's no ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? How do you answer this one?
Yeah.
Someone here who I work with, right, I'm not going to say the house, it doesn't matter, but they were eating space cake, right?
What do you mean by that, Carl? Explain.
What's a space cake?
For people who...
It's some sort of druggy cake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
A dope brownie or whatever, yeah.
Right.
So something with cannabis in it, is that what you're saying?
I think it's something stronger than that, isn't it? I don't know. But anyway, he was having this space cake. And
you better give me the name now, Carl, because I've got to report him.
No, listen.
It's only... No.
It really doesn't matter.
No.
Is he Sturgis? Was it Claire Sturgis?
Yeah,
she wouldn't bother. She's gone on the hardest. She doesn't bother with those. He doesn't do anything to her now.
Straight to the vein, yeah.
So listen, right? So he's at a party, right, with his mates, and they're listening to the Star Sailor album, right?
Right.
And he's sat there, and he's had some of this cake,
right?
And he's listening to the album, and his mate sat across the way talking to someone else, right?
That's weird.
The album's on, and he thinks to himself, this track's going on a bit.
Yeah.
And his mate across the way, who's talking to someone else,
heard him say it, and he goes,
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he goes, oh.
Right.
And he goes...
See, usually at this point, I say, had this bloke taken drugs, but you started the story with this bloke
No.
had done some drugs. Right, Rick?
No, if he was here now, right, he would say, yeah, I know it sounds mental, but it happened. And it wasn't just a one question. It wasn't just like, oh, this track's a bit long, innit? Yeah, it is.
He had a whole conversation.
A whole conversation with the guy.
And sorry, I just want to clarify. You mean he had the whole conversation telepathically?
Yeah.
Right. He didn't just shout across the room.
And they've recently met up and they've sat there and tried to work out what happened. And it's never happened.
Presumably they don't have to talk at all anymore.
Yeah. Why did they meet up? Couldn't they just in their own homes? Just stay at home.
Do they have to have that cake before they start having a conversation? Hold on, wait a minute, lads. Why are we using our lips?
Yeah.
This is using way too many... take them. There you go.
My only question with that is, being skeptics like Ricky and I, whenever we hear a story like that about the paranormal, the first thing we always look for is maybe some other explanation.
Yeah.
Maybe one vague idea.
Lying.
Could be lying.
Chinese whisper.
As I think you pointed out, there are drugs. It's often an issue as well.
Madness. Fear. Delusion. Sleep. Yeah. You know, there are so many things you go through.
I'm going to go with the drugs
before your dead grandmother pops into the equation.
I'm going to go with the acid.
Right, tell the other story that you totally believe this as a true story, don't you? The fella with the being killed.
Right, do you know how the other week we were talking about some fella who had his head cut off? And he said, when my head goes into the basket, I'm going to blink a lot, see how many times I can blink.
But if you remember, when Carl first told me that, it was, I think it was Simon or Nick that pointed out, he goes, no, that's not quite right, Carl. Carl told me that he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, it looked up and said, count how many times I blinked. Yeah, sure. But he believed that as well. So he was happy. He was happy with that.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, a couple of weeks ago, there was a guy, he had his head cut off, and before he had it off, he'd said, I'm going to blink to show that there's life after death.
And he did 32 blinks, right? Sure. So you two were sort of pointing that down the other week.
Yeah, we were sceptical of that.
So I looked again
on the internet
at some other website.
Yeah.
And there's a guy...
Sorry, it's the website, just to clarify, the website is the place where you bought that property on the moon, didn't you? Because it was a bargain.
Right. So, this guy...
Been gazumped.
Look, we'll see who's been gazumped when this world ends. I've got somewhere to go, all right? And I know you'll be calling me up, saying, "Oh, can I come with you?"
Haven't you got like 2 square foot?
No, I've got acres.
You're going to have to stand deadly still on the moon in your 2 square foot.
I've got about 20 acres.
There's no place for Suzanne, it'll just be you. 12 off, love.
It's all those people with big heads and web feet that have been buying it all these years.
Well, listen, right.
Go on.
Anyway.
Play a record, tell us the story after it. We've been chatting for
sorry, Carl. No, there's no record.
Play a tune, we'll come back with this. What's this, another ghost story?
No, let's play one of my favourite songs of all time, because I'm going on holiday and getting into a lovely serene mood. Sorrento is probably from that. It's Neil Young, After the Gold Rush.
Beautiful. Still to come, that competition as well. Look forward to that, Carl's quiz.
Yeah. What an amazing track
Beautiful
that is.
Tune, yeah.
Neil Young,
Dynamite.
After the Gold Rush. So go on, Carl. Sorry. Go on, Carl.
So take us back a few steps, Carl. What's the story?
Right, so I did some research. Right.
Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined. Yeah. He had said to the people around him, I am going to blink once I've had my head cut off to show
the brain
that life
can still...
Or the brain can continue to work after death. Okay, so we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it?
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, nothing spectacular. So go on.
Well, along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't good.
It wasn't Ben Outman at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was. And they said, right,
that was terrible.
We're gonna cut your head off. You gotta show people like you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this? The 1970s? What you said a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the phones weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So...
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you watch News Story. This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Simon Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah. Oh, and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Carl, go on.
So he's having his head cut off, and he's resigned to it.
It's a day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long, the body can stay alive without my head on it, right? So they were like, I don't know. So,
who were?
So...
The jailers?
Whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get up, punk.
So he said,
no, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well, fair enough.
What is it?
So, he said, what I want to do, right, he said, surely it's my last right. I'm going to be dead tomorrow. Sure. So, let's do a test.
He didn't draw it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out. He said, do us a favour. He said, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor.
Right.
And see if, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a...
Sure. You guess it. Go on.
So...
they got Norris McWhirr down. The Guinness people.
Oh. Yeah.
So they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And,
dedication's all you need.
We'll do this tomorrow. And he said, all right, then, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. See you in the morning! I'll see you in the morning! Night, sleep tight. Bye-bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. He doesn't know the story or what order it is in or when it was.
He knows exactly what was said.
But he knows the intricacies. All right then, see you in the morning. Bye, little kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he gets up.
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm all right. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, today's the day and that. And he said, well, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea.
Go on.
So they go, right, you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off. And the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, it stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
Yeah.
But, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
Nothing.
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body... Well, don't...
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fella that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And, you could have got 32 steps.
Right, so you don't believe that.
Doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe is that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that difference.
There's not that much difference in some insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So?
You're making out as if they're a totally different,
species. I am making that up. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about, mate? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is, yeah. Now, Carl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on, there's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic, some of them just literally have, irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that, and the body's still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm going to carefully walk 32 steps along this white line. Imagine you just looking down going, oh, missed a bit. Yeah. Maybe the head was in the corner going, left, 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 oh, he's now,
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, but they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat before they passed on. Carl. Get in touch.
Carl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Carl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are,
why can cockroaches do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what, when I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
They're not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
He's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Play a record, Carl. Competition time next.
We need some Look at his little face. Look at his little face.
You've not heard Carl's competition.
We could live without an head. Right, okay, educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese kid, go on.
Right, yeah. This is the... I didn't want to do this.
Really? You want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you 3, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah, which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
The little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not, there were some people that were born... very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. Yeah. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy. As a nation. No, seriously. That's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of...
What sort of hair was it? Was
thick,
it...
Thick hair.
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like... it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick. And then it just goes all the way over his head.
You don't think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it in a quiff or?
No, it was just
hanging
all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
Yeah.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him monkey boy and all this.
Oh.
And
thinking Chinese press.
But the doctor,
yeah. Oh,
they're cruel, aren't they? It's like those game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
And the doctor said,
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking.
So anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey boy.
And they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said,
showing him nuts.
Said he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same. And I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
that's the end of the story.
That's not a story.
Why?
But I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it?
So that's educating Ricky. Will we?
Brilliant.
Do that next week.
That is brilliant.
No, I think that was good. I did. I mean, I enjoyed that. I learned something from that.
I mean, I want to get. I mean, this is all from one book, is it?
Yeah.
That's an interesting book.
With the, I don't want to dwell on it, but with the hairy Chinese kid, what did they say about that? What was the, I mean, was it once there was born a kid who was slightly more hairy than everyone else? But yeah, it's all right. He only had a boil. Oh, how did they word it? How did this capture your imagination?
It was a picture that grabbed me first of all.
Yeah. Sure.
And it was like, God, what's up with him? And that's when I read it.
Did you see the boil and the eczema or just the hair?
No, you see, because his face is like, just under his eyes is sort of nice and smooth, and his nose is sticking out, and that's not hairy. But the rest of him, it looked like he had the sort of a balaclava on or something. And then I read on, and it's like, this was a hairy kid in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anything else in there? Because, I mean, I like that.
No, we'll do more of that next week.
How is that alongside, hanging bacon, alien abduction, a hairy Chinese kid, and a little interesting fact about the derivation of a phrase?
What do you mean?
He didn't understand a word of that. I knew the word derivation was going to cause problems. I thought derivation shouldn't have come out.
I wasn't disputing. He's all smug because he just had a phone call. That was Beck, lost cause. Go on, tell him why you're all smug.
Because Adrian just called up.
Yeah.
After hearing the story about the Chinese kid.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, that's true. He said that there was a TV programme on it.
Yeah.
He had a chromosome defect.
Yeah.
And it made him hairy. And his mum and dad used to have to shave him. That wasn't in the book. But thinking about it, that's not a good move anyway, is it? Because they say that for women, if you get a few hairs on your top lip, don't shave it because it'll grow back thicker and faster. So
they should just let him.
They should have just said, well, let's see how bad it gets. But if they went in there straight away if he came out as a baby and a little bit hairy, they should have left it for a little bit. But Adrian called up and said, yeah, he was hairy. He was all right.
We weren't disputing there was a Chinese kid born slightly hairier than the rest.
We were disputing the fact that you didn't actually tell us a story. You just told us. And
what we are disputing is that man was abducted by aliens for 3 days and grew a beard. Yeah. That's definitely not true.
No.
We don't know about chewing the fat, but it sounds quite viable.
Yeah.
You see, the difference is between me and Steve and you is that what we believe isn't random.
Oh. Well, anyway, listen, a good friend of ours, Ross Noble, he gave me this picture, Carl, which he's got from a magazine.
He loves you.
And I have to say, I think this... I just looked at it then. Obviously, it's not going to mean much to the listener.
Oh, this is self-indulgent.
But it is currently available. I think it's in the current edition of Bizarre magazine, so you might want to buy that.
It's not horrible, though, is it?
There's a certain grotesqueness about it.
Oh, it's a deformed person, isn't it?
Well, to a degree, but I think what it's going to do for Carl is give him, I think for you and I, Rick, we're going to see his face. Lighten up, like opening a wonderful Christmas gift.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this. Is this the one with the kid with the big head?
I'll be honest with you, Carl, it is. Have you seen it already?
Yeah.
Let me just show it to you again so you can I
haven't seen it.
It's like... yeah.
We shouldn't be laughing at that.
No, but that is like the kid who I went to school with. That is the same.
That can't be the same.
So do you recognise him?
Seriously, that is the same thing he had.
I mean, I have to say, it does look like it's been computer generated. It's so odd.
Yeah.
But look at the child's face.
I know.
Look at his reaction. Don't take another photo of me.
I'm not sure this is right.
It's not right. But I was hoping that would give you, Carl, just a little glimpse of.
We've had a request as well on the best bits. Someone wants to hear you talking about your mates with the big heads.
I don't believe it, because every time we go there, we get some sort of complaint about something.
About what?
Just leave it. Well, that for some reason that always goes from the story with my dad going to Blackpool for taking those kids there.
And what kids?
And, leave it.
No, what? I don't know. There's people that know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you when we put a song on.
No, well, I know what it is, but you can't just say that.
Well,
is it when?
Okay,
is it when your dad put a kid in the wheelie bin because he was getting it home?
Yeah. So
we can't go through it again. It's too controversial.
And it was in one of her magazines, and there's this article, right, about these identical twins, brothers, right? And one of them meets this girl, right? And it turns out she's got an identical...
I've heard this is true.
Right.
They get married.
She's got an identical sister.
Right. So they both go out.
So two identical twins, male going out with two identical twin sisters. Yeah.
So I was looking at it going, oh, that's weird, because you see them like they're always wearing the same cardigans and that, and that's like.
But then but if you're an identical twin, then you probably would fancy the same sort of person, wouldn't you?
But then I was asking, she was going, it's getting near the the plot, the murderer. If they had a kid, would they look the same?
Yeah.
Would
not necessarily, because it depends on what genes are passed over. Even though they've got the same exact sets of genes, that you don't pass on all the genes, do you? It's 50-50, but you don't pass on exactly the same genes in each sperm, let alone with an identical twin.
Yeah, but even though you don't do that, like my brother and sister don't look like me, but you know they were related.
Because they share 50% of your father's genes.
Gobbledygook.
Yeah. No, you share 50% of your father's genes and 50% of your mother's, but not the same 50% on two occasions.
I think you completely
lost already.
When you brought in the word genes, I thought you were thinking, what
no, they wouldn't necessarily. They wouldn't necessarily, no. They could do by
Did Suzanne look at you like Oliver Hardy looks at Stan Laurel when he's just like nailed his hand to a wall or something?
She went, ask Ricky tomorrow.
And then turned up John Nettles.
And then turned it up.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. I think I heard a story once where two sets of Siamese twins married. What if you fancied the one on the left?
Yeah. What if one of them was having an affair behind the other one's back? That'd be difficult to conduct, wouldn't it? You better show off. He's waking up.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Nothing. There's no one down here.
Well, I think there is, because I can see her sister here.
No.
What's she doing? No, she's covering for him. What are you covering for him for? He's your husband. Is my wife down there?
I read something about some Siamese twins.
Go on.
And one of them was saying, we get on each other's nerves and that.
The other one was going, we don't.
I didn't know this.
I've never liked you. I've never liked you.
One of them was going, I hate doing the washing up, but I let her do it. And the person doing the interview said, well, why don't you help out? Just dry up and get the job done quicker. And she was like, no, I can't stand it. I prefer just to hang around there and wait for the other girl to do the washing up on her own rather than help and get the job done.
Sure.
Just selfish.
Well, there was one set of Siamese twins. One had a job and the other one didn't.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah. The other one was unemployed. The other one had a job. She had to go to work. She had to get up at 6 o'clock on her day
I'm
off.
supporting you, literally.
Yeah.
Then they get done off the social for sort of...
Yeah, because the other one was signing on.
Are you living together? We're not.
Like, that got a load of attention in the press, but the Trisha programme got nothing.
Okay.
Which, I know, like, well, Steve called me up in the week, right? Like 10 o'clock in the morning, I was at work, and he goes,
She thinks so at 10 o'clock. She think
preparing this show.
Most people go to work about 8, 9.
You watching Trisha and that? I said, no, what is it? He goes, oh, you'll be loving it, right?
Freaks. Was it, Help Me, My Mum's a Freak?
Siamese twins. Right, so I couldn't watch it, but he said, it might be on again, because they repeat stuff on ITV2.
Right.
So I had my dinner late, right, instead of having it at like 1 o'clock like I normally do, I had it at like 2:30, sat in the office, put the telly on, ITV2, these Siamese twins.
Did it blow your mind?
It was amazing. You know, we talk about a lot of things on the show quite a lot. The Airy kids crop up a lot.
I was waiting. It's been 10 minutes and you haven't mentioned the Airy kid.
Right, and last week we were talking about Siamese twins, weren't we? So it was weird that this programme was on, but it was amazing. I mean, what
I think you can't refer to them as Siamese twins. I think they're known as conjoined twins.
Why?
I think Siamese is maybe considered derogatory or as an old antiquated phrase.
Yeah, I think it's because the first famous ones were actually from Siam.
Right.
And that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's conjoined, Carl.
Yeah.
Get the phrase right.
But you think that if that's happened to you, that wouldn't be that sort of offensive. The names that you must get called.
Right. You think that's least of your worries?
Siamese twins, I'd say, well, that's,
Now, were you stunned by where they were connected?
Just live with it, we'd say.
Because they were connected, of course, at the forehead.
Oh,
sort of, which was quite extraordinary.
God. What if one had bad breath?
That wasn't a question that Trisha asked. Annoyingly, because I know that much of the audience was thinking that.
There's a few things that didn't crop up.
What questions would you have asked of them? Because what things did you feel weren't mentioned?
I'd love to just watch Carl watching amazing things.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like early learning thing.
Mouth slightly open.
Yeah, mouth open, dribble, looking round to see if anyone else has seen it. You know, I hate that. Like when a cat sees a bird land on the balcony.
Exactly.
It can't believe it's luck.
I'd probably say, how do you buy her, like, a birthday present?
A surprise gift, yeah.
Because everything's ruined.
Sure.
Right? I'd probably ask...
Yeah.
Well, did you not think it was interesting that one of them had a boyfriend?
Well, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
But what was the other thing that I was thinking when I was watching it? I was thinking if one got into crime and was sent to prison...
Right.
What would happen? How would you handle that?
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. If a chimp could talk.
And what was the other one? The other thing was, what do they talk about? Because it's not as if you can say, well, guess what I did today? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brass in pocket, and if they're pretending to be good, they're doing a bloody good job of it. I love them. That's Ricky Gervais on XFM 104.9 with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl is still buzzing about these conjoined twins.
It's just...
One of them, of course, had to be... Because one of them was sort of shorter than the other and had to be sort of wheeled around on a kind of trolley thing by the other.
This isn't Molly and Dolly, is it?
No, they're not called... One's called Reba. I forget what the other one's called. Sheena, maybe, or something like that. Do you remember, Carl?
No, I wasn't that impressed with the names. It's just...
Yeah. So you immediately put them out of your mind. Those are rubbish names. Forget, Carl, forget them. They're gone.
Were they British or American?
Yeah, American.
Oh, because I've seen some American ones.
Well, bizarrely, one of them was apparently a country music star.
This is Molly and Dolly.
Well, they're not called
the
Molly
one that
and
joined
Dolly.
at the Oi. The one that joined.
But they're not. I think you've made up the Molly and Dolly.
No, it was on Jerry Springer. There's a little one that sits on a seat, and the other one carries it round, her around.
They're not called Molly and Dolly.
There was something like that.
They're called. Well, we know that one of them's called Reba, and I forget.
And one was a country and western singer or something.
Yeah, but she was saying, I've just made a movie. It's coming out shortly in theatres.
Is your sister in it?
Yeah, and the other one said, I'm not involved. It's utterly bizarre because they work so hard to live their lives separately.
Yeah, they say it's all. Yeah,
exactly.
of course.
So,
yeah,
they try not to. So she's talking about her music career, and the other one's sort of not taking any kind of credit for, which is nice, I suppose.
It's weird, though, because when she was singing as well, the other one just stands there. She doesn't join in. She doesn't sort of dance.
Offer backing vocals.
Do you know what I mean? Make a group out of it.
Yeah. A duo.
Yeah, well... But it seems like we're sort of being horrible, but we're not.
No, we're not.
I mean,
we're laughing at Carl's amazement at this phenomenon. Sorry, I just got to say, we're not, taking the mickey.
The really weird thing about all this, right? And it's annoying because you were saying about, what should have Trisha have asked and all that.
Yeah.
But one of them mentioned that one of them was adopted and the other one wasn't.
Don't talk rubbish.
No, seriously. I didn't understand it, right?
Of course you didn't.
And then Trisha sort of said, well, let's have a chat, and they were like, no, I don't want to go into that.
What do you mean one was adopted?
That's what he said. One of them... don't quiz me on it, but that's what was said.
Hello there, I'm a multi-millionaire, and I've just seen your orphanage. I'd love to adopt one of your children.
You'd like to adopt one?
I'd love to adopt a children, because I've got loads from around the world, so I'd love to adopt one. I'd give you $10,000 towards your orphanage.
We'll speed it through then, yeah.
Okay.
We've actually got 2 left.
I only need one. I'm only interested in one. Yeah, I don't need any more. Don't need any more.
They're sisters.
I know it would be tragedy to break them up, but I really only need one.
Now, break it up. There's the rub, you see.
Sure. You just need the one. It's $10,000 now. You can have that. I'll sign it now, but I don't want to discuss it further.
I'll bring it around.
Brilliant.
Okay. Ding dong.
Hi, yeah, brilliant. You brought my kid round.
Yeah, there she is there.
That's a joy.
Yeah. Okay. Just standing next to a bush.
Yeah, can you bring her out to me?
There's nothing behind the bush, so you just want...
I just want to be able to walk 360 degrees round her.
Do you want her or not?
Yes, I can't believe it! What's that little trolley? She's talented.
Oh, dear.
You're talking nonsense, Carl.
Well, whatever.
Steve, you were out of the room there.
Mm-hmm.
Carl took a phone call from someone.
Okay.
He's found a cellmate.
Right.
Not a soulmate. I think one day they will be cellmates.
Yes.
Because he's just like, he loves everything Carl loves, and he was telling Carl stuff, and Carl's face was lighting up.
Yeah.
He's told him of 2 Russian kids in the circus. They're covered in hair, and their mum tells them off because they're covered in fleas. Carl said, see, that annoys me again, innit? They do something else. And the bloke went, yeah, they should just make money out of being hairy. And Carl went, exactly. And he said, have you heard of the 3-legged juggler? And the bloke went, no, what's that? He went, that annoys me as well. Because he thinks they shouldn't have done juggling, they should have done football.
Do you know what I mean, though, Steve?
What do you mean a 3-legged juggler? What are you talking about?
He's a famous 3-legged juggler.
Oh, he's mega famous. He's like the Beckham of wherever he's from.
But the other day I was looking in, I don't know, Bizarre magazine or something, right? And there was this fella who, he had no arms. So you saw a picture of him, his job was fixing watches, did it with his feet.
Go on.
Well, it's just, why pick the most hardest job to do when you haven't got any hands? Crush grapes. Or... Do you know what I mean? That annoys me.
Oh, crush grapes. Imagine him being told that he comes into the careers advisory where I go, now, what do you want to do, Hargreaves? Make watches? Right, take a look at your arms. Crush grapes, mate. Sorry? You're a grape crusher. Next. Brilliant. Brilliant. I would love you to be a career advisory in some sort of clinic. It'd be brilliant.
I like the fact that it annoys you. Here's a man, he's got no arms, he has learned to fix watches with his feet.
Yeah.
An incredible talent, incredible skill, he's utilising that brilliantly. That's annoying to you. You are angered by it.
Right, I'm only being honest. Now, you be honest, right? Your watch is broke, who would you go to? You're in a rush, you need it fixing in a rush. Now, you need some fresh wine.
Be honest.
Oh, you're amazing.
But what's this thing that you've been talking about, this video?
Freaks, right. It was a thing that was banned for like 50 years. I think it's been taken off again, but I don't know why, if it's just been deleted, right? It's a quest. If anyone out there has got a copy of Freaks on DVD or VHS, can Carl borrow it, please? I almost want to set up a camera to see him watching it. It's absolutely real. They used people in the circus of the time. I think it's the 20s or 30s of the Depression. And there's people, there's coneheads, there's a bearded lady, all genuine. There's a bloke they call the human slug who's got no arms and no legs, Carl. And he's just there, and he rolls a cigarette and lights it with his mouth.
I think I've seen his brother. who isn't called the human slug, is called the pillow.
Right. How does he make a living?
He, Does anyone want to meet Karl for money? Do you know what I mean? Like that,
the annoying thing was, right, there was a picture of him. I was going to put it on
I think I've seen his brother.
On our website, we put things up like this, right? If you go to ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk /
What? You put things like that on my website? It's nothing to do with me. I want people to know that that website is not kept or looked at by me. So, what have you put on there?
There's a fella on there who's known as the Pillow. And he's, you see, I get a bit worried with things like this, because we're not sort of having a go or anything. It's just things that
fascinate you.
Yeah. And, yeah, it's a guy, it might be the same sort of thing. What's your one?
I bet you used to stare at people with goiters, didn't you, when you were little? In Tesco's?
Well, just go to xfm.co.uk / Ricky, it is.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen on, like, a human face?
You know what it is, and I don't want to talk about it.
I can't remember. Have you told me?
Yeah.
What is it?
But
it's not the elephant lady.
Go to the... Yeah.
Is it the elephant lady? You talked about that, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it again. Go to the website and see the human pillow.
Why is he a human pillow?
That's what annoyed me. I thought he was more of a draft excluder.
Oh, that breaks all kinds of rules.
Buzzcocks, harmony in the head. Now, things are flying here at XFM. People have called in. There is a video of freaks on the way. Karl's going to see that within the week. That's exciting. That is exciting for me. Do you know what I mean? About our education of Karl. We started off trying to teach him about science and history, and now we just find that he likes pictures of hairy Chinese kids and women. Who doesn't? No, true. You've got a theory about pictures of freaks, haven't you?
You see, you always bring things up that I don't want to talk about, because I'm really worried that people, if you've just tuned in for the first time, it's the first time you hear it, and we're talking about hairy Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Talking about the human worm.
Karl, listen. People don't think that you're taking the piss out of those people. They lump you in with them. Do you know what I mean? They think that you're a freak of nature. So you can say anything you want. Do you know what I mean? Because it's honest, it's from the heart, it's genuine. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, but Suzanne was saying last night that I've got a heart of stone, or whatever it is.
Why?
Because I wasn't crying at Comic Relief. And all I always used to say to her, get out Elephant Man, let me watch that for 30 minutes, I'll be crying my heart out.
Why? Why do you care about that but not...
Because it's... That is more real, isn't it, right? Think of John Merrick.
Sorry. What, the film starring John Hurt is more real than footage of starving people in Africa?
No, but what I'm saying is, think about... See, this is why I didn't want to bring it up, because people are going to just say...
Well, you're allowed to cry at what you like. People can't have you for not crying at someone and crying at someone else.
Imagine that, like, if you've seen the film, you know, his head's all, you know, messed up and that.
Yeah.
He's getting picked on all the time.
Yeah.
By Michael Elphick, I remember.
Yeah. It's just really, really sad. Whereas, you know, we're trying to help out.
But you give him a bun and he forgets it.
Do you know what I mean, though?
He never forgets, Rick.
Oh, dear.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
We're giving away stuff again.
Yeah. Tell me a theory about freaks who have their picture taken.
No, I'd leave it.
Can I tell you?
We'll do it next week, then.
Can I tell you what this is?
Go on, quickly, what is it?
Right, when he sees a little picture, like in his books he's got, he carries round those things, right? And there's like a fella with a little head with some like, able-bodied people. He goes, he must know the only reason they got to take that picture, right, was so they could show their mates, say, look at me, the little fella with a little head. That's his theory.
Yeah. So every picture of a freak, they're being...
Steve, let me describe the picture to you. This little fella with a little head.
Right.
Playing on the piano.
I've seen it.
All his family stood around and mates and that. When have you ever seen a picture of someone playing the piano and everybody wants to be in on it? Doesn't happen.
Maybe it was one of those kind of Christmas cards they sent out to everyone.
It wasn't. You could see one of them was like in a rush to go away. He was probably planned to go out, and he was like, "But they were taking a picture. It's I'll be in it then before I go out." And it was all. He's out of order.
Yeah.
If you say, do you know the one?
I do know the one you mean. Yeah.
What about the one in the when you went down to Cornwall in that little
We'll
pub?
talk about that next week.
What you want to get on, do you?
Yeah. Right.
Right. Now, we got people to send in a little thing for you last week, didn't we? The film Freaks. You got a few sent in. You watched it, did you?
Yeah.
Now, I should just point out that the film Freaks, for those that don't know, was a movie that was released, I think, it was originally made in about 1932, something like that, and then it was delayed. It was banned for many years, because it did, in actual fact, feature, for want of a better phrase, real-life freaks.
Yeah.
Bearded ladies being one of the more kind of familiar ones.
There's a guy without arms and legs.
There's all sorts. And it was actually it's quite a tender film, isn't it? And actually portrays them as a kind of dysfunctional family. It's not exploitative in that sense, but what do you make of it, Carl?
Well, you were watching it for the freaks, weren't
you? Yeah. I mean, I wish... It does take a while to get onto it.
What do you mean?
Well, straight away I was disappointed, right? Because at the start, like, you put it in, it's like, oh, brilliant. Here we go, you know. I said to Suzanne, we'll watch this, we'll have a good night.
Yeah. Have a romantic night.
Yeah, that's it, a birthday. Yeah. You've got your gloves, now we're going to watch some freaks.
So, put it on, and it starts off, and it's like, you know, the following film, you think, oh, it's like following films rated 15, which means, you know, might contain scenes of violence, bad language, and sex. Yeah. Mention nothing about pinheads.
Right.
So I thought they missed a trick there.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought, well, let's go and watch it.
And what exactly is a pinhead?
Oh, if you've seen it, you'd know.
Okay.
Right, so not the best thing in it either. So imagine that.
Okay, so you're watching it.
So sat there, I think, right, something comes on, and the little fella's on there, the little fella we were talking about, the Pillow Man.
Right. Is it the best thing in it?
Now, what's the Pillow Man again?
He's a fella who years ago, he's got no arms and legs.
Right. He's just a torso.
Just rolls, yeah. And there's a scene where you see him sort of rolling a cigarette up, just using his mouth, and it's like he lights it and stuff. And that's weird. And then what else is on it?
Smoking stunts your growth.
And then there's a little fella on it who is fed up because he looks 5, but he's actually 34. Right. But there's a woman who is 42 and looked 8. So they both had the opposite thing. They were both really fed up. And I kind of thought that shows that, you know, you always want what someone else has got.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a way, there's a story there in that.
No, you described the same there.
No. No, it was like...
No, they both, you just said, they both looked young, but they are actually both older.
No. This was like a little man.
Yeah. Who was 35.
Who was 35.
And looked 8.
Yeah.
And so did she.
No, well, the other way round then.
What? So she was an 8-year-old that looked 35?
Yeah. So, maybe not then.
Anyway, no.
But that wasn't that weird. I kind of thought it's a slow start on that.
Yeah.
And then...
It's not a difficult film to follow.
No.
Yeah, but I wasn't really listening to what it's all about, just looking at what they had. And they had like a fella who's running about on just...
They had like he was shopping.
You know, they had a fella with no legs and he's running about on his hands and sort of got about on a skateboard, talking to someone about it. They said that's how E.T. was done. There's actually a little fella in E.T.
Right.
Who's just half of, sort of half a body.
Is that true?
I've no idea. I've never heard that before.
Why haven't we heard that before?
I've never heard that before.
I don't think he would fit in E.T. Because where's the head? He's got no neck, E.T. It's a skinny little thing. There's no human neck couldn't fit in that skinny little neck.
Well,
you sure it wasn't Kenny Baker up to his old tricks?
What are you talking about, Carl? There's a fella with no legs in E.T.
In E.T. they had two fellas, right? I think they had a little, a midget fella.
Right.
Who did it. And then I think he was off sick and they were like, oh, you know, what else are we going to do?
So they saw a guy on a skateboard going by.
And said, do you fancy some work?
Right.
And he's done it. I think someone told me. I mean, it might be wrong.
Exactly.
Might be wrong.
It might be, mightn't it? I mean, you've never been wrong before, so I don't know why you'd be wrong there. So what's the worst thing in it?
Now, it's intriguing to me because here's a film called Freaks, featuring real-life freaks, and you're sort of a bit nonplussed by it.
Just because it wasn't... Because it's built up. If you call a video Freaks, you've got to make sure that there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
What were you disappointed about? Was it that?
Because there was a few things on it, right? There was a woman who said she was half man, half woman. And it's like, well, you're not, are you? It was just like she had some makeup on. I thought, well, that's rubbish. And then there was a woman who could eat using her feet. That isn't that freaky. Do you know what I mean? She's not hungry, she looks normal. Yeah. And that's when I was thinking, I mean, I'm not being right, Steve. You know I'm not being funny.
Oh, here we go.
No, but I'm just saying, if that woman wasn't eating and you were sat next to her,
in that film, I'd probably be sort of drawn to you more than her. I'm not... I know you hate me saying it, but there's no point sort of pretending. Do you know what I mean?
Oi, Muttley, what are you sniggering about?
That face. What you mean there were things in it that were less... What are you saying?
I'm just saying...
Play a record. Seriously, I'll slap you. I'm going to slap you live on air.
Yeah, but you always get...
Right, I'm slapping you live on air, I swear to God.
Alright, play a song then.
He's playing a song.
I'll play the song for
Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City from the album Nebraska.
So melancholy, that one. I love that one. Wow. So Freaks then, all in all, not as amazing as you first hoped.
It was built up too much. Do you know what I mean? It's like
is that my fault for getting you excited? I just can't believe it. I hand you this thing on a plate. So
and I'm not being out of order, Steve. I'm just being honest. We've always said that about this show. We only talk about stuff, you know. You know, being honest and that.
Yeah, no, sure.
And I've always said the first time I saw you.
Sure, no, you've always been honest, and I've always been honest with you. I've always said that, you know, you've got the intelligence and insight of a gnat.
Yeah, but if I keep quiet, people don't know that.
Sure.
All right,
incredibly they do, Carl, because you look stupid as well.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
No, but Carl was being nice then. You don't.
I'm just saying you're a good bloke, and now I've got to know you.
Sure.
The first time was weird when I saw you.
No, leave it. Don't just try to interrupt. Just to let it go.
No, I'm just saying the first time it was weird and that, and then weeks go by.
Sure.
And the weird thing is, I kind of thought maybe he's not that odd looking.
Yeah.
And then you went to LA for 3 weeks.
Sure.
And when you came back, it was like the first time again.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm just.
Okay. Wait. No. Stop it now. Everyone, stop it now.
No, but I just think I'm a little bit more consistent because I've always thought you were an idiot.
I don't want this. Don't argue. He was just okay.
No, I just you know what I mean. My opinion has never changed. I've always thought you're an idiot.
No. It's just all nice. Let's look. Peace.
Shut up, fatso.
Peace, not war.
He's just such a stirrer, isn't he?
No,
he loves it. I don't think I didn't see you whispering behind the microphone about what to say to Carl.
Look what I've just drawn, Carl, subconsciously.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I drew a picture of him. It's something going to be on the website.
It's not been on the website.
No, it's going to be. I drew a little cartoon of him. No, not yours. I drew one of Carl. Right, okay. What were we talking about? That was a
the Freaks thing, it's over and done with. It was alright if you want to get it out on video.
Sure.
You know, it's probably worth a look. Yeah. There's a couple of things on there that get you thinking more, you know, it's like how their life is and stuff, do you know what I mean? How it's affected, and like the little pillow man, or the fella who's got half of his body missing.
Yeah.
You know, it's stuff like that you think, oh.
But what's the one that was disappointing? You said it was a half man, half woman.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that one.
Do you mean hermaphrodite or half? I can't remember it. Do you mean it was one sort of like it had bits of both?
It was just like half face done in makeup and long hair, then on the other side it had it shaved.
I love the idea that you go to this circus and there's people in there that have been sort of persecuted all their life, and they think, well, maybe I can make some money, and then you boo them because they're not freakish enough. I love the idea they go, boo, you're not freakish enough, boo. Oh, you've got bits of legs, boo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there was, I mean, talking about that, you see, why did they join the circus and that? Because there are things they can do. I was telling you in the week that I was reading something on some news website about some sort of Olympic-style games where they're going to see, like, disabled people against able-bodied.
Right. Let's be careful here, shall we?
No, I'm just saying, though.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So there is other things. It doesn't mean just because you haven't got legs you can't do other stuff.
Yeah.
And in this race, there's, like, disabled people who are beating able-bodied people.
Yeah.
I mean,
what?
Would you go and see that? I don't know.
But, I mean, it depends. What do you mean? They're beating them? At what?
He didn't state what the little races were and that.
Little races.
He can't help himself.
No, little races. Oh, look, there's the disabled with their little races.
Yeah, they're having another little race.
Oh, dear.
Would you go? Would you go and watch that?
Do you remember when Jimmy thought that Paralympic stood for Paraplegic Olympics?
The Paralympics?
Yeah, it means parallel Olympics.
Yeah.
He thought it meant paraplegic Olympics. That would be a good site, wouldn't it? Mainly blow football.